Sorry about that. Sorry about that, everyone. Somehow my internet doesn't want to hang out with me. So we're just going to continue it again. Somehow my internet doesn't like it. This is the 500 special, and we're not going to let some stupid internet problems fuck with me. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I know. It's a big milestone for me. It is a very big milestone. "500 subscribers. Can you fucking believe it? Can you fucking believe it? I didn't think I'd reach that far. I didn't think I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think I'd get this far. But I did. I fucking did. And I owe it all to the people that helped me along the way. Live now. Sorry, I just need to get the word out. My internet kind of crapped out on me. My internet kind of crapped out on me, and I just needed to set things right. That's what happens when you live in a rural area. Especially when you have like internet that's still a bit unstable. That's what happens when you have internet that's a bit unstable. It kind of craps out on you while you're about to start a live stream. Yeah, we're back. So we're back. We're fucking back. Yep. I guess you can say that. "500 subscribers. Can I fucking believe it?" Hail Mary. Anyway, let's start off. Yeah, that was. Start off with the first. Yeah, let's start it off with a little bit of something. Anyway, sorry for that. Sorry for the intrusion. But here is something that start things off. Let's start off with a video from Burnt Toast. I already sent the notification out for most people who missed it because, again, Friday night, most people just want to go to sleep. Some people are up, and there are people that are going live, that are live at the same time. You think I'm going to let everyone hog all the fun? Hell nah. Anyway, the first video is from our good friend Burnt Toast, who found, well, I didn't say she found her, but there's a Karen, an influencer on Instagram named Art Van Grow. And oh my God, she is a piece of work. I'm talking a real piece of work. You're toast, buddy. And Burnt Toast made this parody video for a new up and coming lolcow.
Are you a Karen looking to hone in on your Karening skills? Did you lose your Linktree account for saying something racist or homophobic? Are you a white lady looking for ways to steal indigenous culture?
Well, actually, no. I don't have a community tab yet. It's going to take like another 9 days for me to get it's going to take another 6 days for me to get a community tab. I just got 500 subs on Thursday, so yeah.
Own personal gain? Well, you've come to the right place. Art Van Grow is the answer. But don't take my word for it. Let's listen to the founder of this exciting scheme. She's a super empath.
Nope.
No, tell me.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, you need to leave, man.
He's being rude. You're being rude.
No, I'm not being rude. You need to leave.
I'm buying
No,
thing.
you're more animal customer. You need to leave.
Oh, I'm not a customer?
You're not a
So then I
customer
want my
in this store.
thousands of dollars I spend here back every day.
No.
She absolutely respects boundaries.
So I like to play the system like a fiddle. I don't really follow rules very well, and I kind of just do what I want, you know?
She is kind to folks working in the service industry.
Give me my thousands of dollars.
No. Leave.
Give me my thousands of dollars back.
Leave.
Then give me my thousands of dollars back.
Out.
Oh, you're getting fired.
Out.
Fired.
Go.
Fired. Fired. Respect is earned, not given. Don't be fucking rude and work in customer service. For one. So Mr. Hansen and Jamie are gonna lose their job today. This is what happens when we fuck with Amanda Marie Keshner. Okay, bye.
She loves all people.
You're gonna be rude. Go back to your country. Go back to your country. Because he wasn't from here. That was it. And I mean this sincerely. For all the people in the back, if you ain't gonna fucking respect Americans, go back to your country. One last thing. Before y'all go all PC on me. My fucking first cousin's gay. My other first cousin's black. My entire family has every single culture and religion in it. So, before you go PC on me, get to know me first, baby.
And fucking braids in your hair and kicking kind, I need to know.
Brandon looks like
You
Aunt
can't-
Jemima right now.
I look like Aunt Jemima.
You'll get canceled if you post that.
She strives to help you heal from trauma.
Back in New York, the word is not really like offensive, but I understand we live in a day and age and everybody's not from New York City and everything is sensitive to everybody who's not from New York City. So the gay guy got really offended when I said for him to go back to his country. So I turn around, I say go back to your motherfucking country and learn some fucking manners before you come here. Whatever the fuck I said, spitfire, as always, you know how I do.
She has a great work ethic.
So I took off of work on Friday because we were having our first retreat of the season, which is something I've been manifesting for years. So my boss just told me something to do, and I was like, hey, all right, I got it. It's on my to-do list. I'm just playing catch up from Friday. And he's like, well, that's what you get for taking off. So I nicely said to him, I said,
Yeah, this bitch is crazy as fuck. To start pulling shit like this, and I hate doing this. Somehow my chat is fucked up.
You mean I'm not playing catch up because I decided to take off work. I'm playing catch up because I decided to put me first for once, and I decided to put me and my businesses and the things that I want to do that's going to make me happy and successful in life first before putting your business first. So that's why I'm not playing catch up. I just have a lot of things on my to-do list, and I can't get to your thing right at this moment until I'm done doing all the other things.
And she would never beg you for money instead of working for it herself.
So I am manifesting and putting on my wish list a Wii Boost as well, in addition to...
Yeah, this bitch. Almost. Now I'm going to have fun with this one. Now that I'm subscribed to her, I'm going to have fun with her. So yeah, there's that.
To the rest of the money for the well, the solar to power the well, and the Wii Booster and the Wii Booster. So those are my main three, what I need in order to show up for y'all way more than I have been, show up for y'all in the ways that I want to, show up for y'all and inspire, teach, learn, grow. I miss more than anything traveling.
Art Van Grow is a one-stop shop for all your cultural appropriation needs. She will teach you the art of stealing random bits of other people's cultures and displaying them on an IKEA shelf in a way that says, hey, I'm totally zen, but I will probably kill you in your sleep and bury you in my garden.
God, I love Burnt Toast. I love how she makes these great, awesome videos. You should check out her channel.
So don't hesitate and sign up today. You too can be a TikTok locale.
I'm gonna go have some wedding cake. Just tap into that energy and remind myself of who I was when I was scared to speak up for myself and stand up to a man who was abusing me. And then to sit here and be humble of myself.
Hey, Miss Moonbear.
I just stood up to two fucking men harassing me. And the world hates me. And that's okay. The day that you walk my shoes, you and I will sit down.
No, not yet. I haven't.
We'll have
I might see that tomorrow.
lunch. We'll hash it out. I'll apologize for the
Is
said,
it her?
And you could apologize for the shit you said. But first you need to walk a day in my shoes. And then we'll talk about how I should have handled a situation with two guys harassing me before the video I posted at my free will. Okay? Haters gonna hate. Bye.
And now ow. Wow. All right, I'll take it. I took a look at it. So, what have we learned? We learned that I think we're gonna milk. What did we learn today? Well, we learned that I'm gonna milk this bitch till the cows come home. Yeah. Now, let's take a look at Tony Chase, because it's about dick. It's about penis. Men are from Mars, and we're from Venus. Time for Tony Chase, everyone.
It's very important in reference to the companies that I'm the owner of, in reference to my mother and father's estates, plus the activity of government.
It's about dick.
People trying to claim that they were shareholders, and they thought that their shares was...
Yeah, so tonight we're going to have Mary. We're going to have Tony. We got some new people. We might take a trip down memory lane with James. And yeah, that's it.
Ever needed.
As you know in the title, it says Hail Mary.
For them or any of their investments, such as, my parents' companies are independent companies.
Hold on.
My parents owned the parent companies. My parents was the top shareholders of the company and the owners of the company. And I'm the owner of my mother and father's companies and estates.
He's the owner of his own company.
But this satellite man claims that he's some shareholder of the companies, and he's tried to murder me, claiming he thought I was working for him when I'm the owner of my mother and father's companies. Now, in reference to shareholders trying to murder me, there has to be court cases or shareholders stealing from me. or shareholders blocking me from my mother and father's mansions. I've already mentioned that my mother and father's mansions are private residences. They're not shareholder fucking property either. And I want you to understand something, government man. There is no tar in the cigarettes that I smoke, that your people make me when you make me smoke cigarettes. There's no tar.
I just don't worry about me. Don't worry about me, guys. It's just needed.
In those cigarettes. So you need to show up in court about your Blackburn games, or you burning black marks on my teeth. You need to show up in court for that too. In reference to shareholder fraud, shareholders trying to
The mic is
defraud
starting
me,
out.
shareholders trying to steal my seat
Sorry about that.
at the companies. There has to be court cases in reference to all the activities of any person conspiring against me, including security personnel that are buddy-buddy
No,
with
I'm
some
just,
shareholder that tried to dominate me and tried to steal my company.
No, I'm
Now,
just
let's see which
standing.
person
I'm
has the
just
most
at a
money in
far
the company.
distance, Moon.
And don't forget, I'm a director too. I know how to direct films. And
Yeah, he is a
stuff like
director.
that. Look up that information. Which director thought, or which shareholder thought that they thought they were above me at my own companies? Have to have court cases about that if anybody or any person in security thought that.
I don't think this guy should be driving. I really don't. I think he's a bit off his rocker.
At all.
I got to start with Tony Chase because I like
court
that
cases
guy.
about everything.
And yes, I'm breathing. Oh shit. Yeah. This is what happens when you get ill prepared. So, we got some new cows coming in. We got some new cows that I've never heard of. Or because I've never trekked into that chasm just yet. But again, but we still got some Mary that we need to look at. Yes, because we're going to get the new cows out of the way first. We're going to get the new cows out of the way. And for those of you who are tuning in, yeah, if you want to support me, please don't forget to click the link to support me. If you want to donate a few dollars, it's Streamlabs/Rickzilla0324, or you can support me on PayPal at paypal.me/Rickzilla0524 0825. It's in the pinned comment. It's the pinned comment above. Anyway, the pinned comment, the link is in the pinned comment because I just had to get this shit out there. I'll edit it later on. I'll edit the description because, oh boy. So this is a new cow called Alexandria is a bitch Solzhenitsyn. Alexandria. Let's just call her Alexandria for short. I mean, let's just call her Alexandria. This is another one of those weird people that I've never heard of. I'm pretty sure I've seen her on JJ Stoner's shit, but who knows?
You know how some people feel about Tom Cruise or Harry Styles or anybody, Ryan? Well, I don't know who you feel that way about, you retards.
Holy fuck.
You know who I feel that way about.
Already hitting a hard R.
He's gay. I said, is he gay or is he bi? He said, oh, he is gay. He said, ask Claire, he's gay. I was like, yeah, I heard Claire's hotter than me. That's why Erica's so mad. He's like, they just keep getting hotter. Wait. Oh, no. Claire's hotter than me. I haven't even met her. I just know it. She broke up with Dennis to date an actor. Come on. She pulled the same him. She was like...
Oh, yes.
Got with Dennis, I was like,
Miss Moonbear donated.
This girl up. I thought, I don't believe she exists.
Miss Moonbear donated $5. James is never going to score.
Yes.
Damn straight.
Yes.
Damn straight, Miss Moonbear. James will never score.
Yes, I will jump on a couch. Yes.
And we're going to go take a trip down memory lane with James because he hasn't been posting ever since, well, AP humiliated him with that cartoon.
Yes. I can't wait to go psycho on him.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You know who I'm going to say? Yes, you do. It's
Put
not
them
Dexter.
titties out.
Dexter's too new. Oh my God. Just gonna
Cocaine
go
is a
up
hell
and
of a
down.
drug for these people.
Oprah and Ellen DeGeneres are going to be like, Elon Musk and Tom Cruise are sitting right there.
It's one of those
There's
people.
Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Adams, and I'll be like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to jump on their couch for an hour when I
Fine.
meet Swordsman of Mana. Ben,
Acid.
the real holy terror, the INTJ. Oh my God. Caleb Orchard of Perk. Yeah, he lives right
I'm
there.
your daddy,
We're gonna go see him.
okay?
We were supposed to take Sandy, but she blew it.
Yep.
Now we're taking Larry down.
Oh, we're going to have some fun.
Dexter, if he or she or it is interested. I don't think he's
Oh my
gonna
God.
be asexual for long.
Hey, don't worry. Quasi.
Ooh. Dennis was like, I was like, I got to talk to him. He said, you've been talking to him. I said, what do you mean? He said, he's in that group chat. I'm like, I'm looking.
I can
for a
hardly wait
picture of me
to
in
see
my
more of
dreams.
this person.
And he's like, he never puts real pictures of his INTJ.
What's that noise?
That's who he is on my friends list. And I'm like, if you post weird anime characters and Rhett Butler, Claire called Dennis back in the Dizzy before they broke up, and she said, "Yep." And Dennis said, "Oh." She said, "Yeah, Ben showed up." Dennis said, "What was he wearing?" And she goes, "He was a vampire."
A lot of people say that my avatar looks like.
I cannot wait
That's
for Larry to take out Ben's trash. Don't bring your boyfriend, Larry, unless you really want the sparks to fly. Because Dennis and I go psycho when we talk about Ben. Because I get so excited I forget everybody.
who the fuck are Dennis? Who the fuck is Dennis and who the fuck is Ben?
Proliferous, adapting motif, mimesis.
Perhaps some people know who this person is.
Jonathan,
And yes,
Otto, but Kelton Closet. I don't think about him. Obviously, I do.
I always have to adjust my shit.
Something. I think I'm just.
I always
Australia.
have to adjust my shit because
I forget about Marvin, aka Jack. That's his real name, by the way. I forget about the other guy. I forget about Frutu came to me. I knew it finally. What he was
this
not
this
Ocelot, but he's,
sounds like someone I would see on like JJ's stream
what I'm remembering right now is his chart.
or the library.
There's no way he got banned. What was that other guy?
These are new people that I'm looking at.
I loved him.
Well, actually, they're new
He
to
was a
me.
professional troll. He'd been on there and he knew how to troll people extremely.
They're new to me,
especially
so
Nick,
yeah.
Probably. He had been homeless professionally as well. A real professional.
Oh, another hobo.
I said, I want to grow up to be you. He said, I believe in you. What's his name? Come on. I know you know who he was. I gotta ask Dennis. Dennis is oblivious. He doesn't know. He's so obsessed with himself on Perk that he doesn't notice. He only notices you if you're the prey he's about to swoop in on. And that could be anybody at any time, ladies. You're still
I bet this
not
bitch.
safe because he's still trying to get revenge on
I
you.
bet this bitch gives
That's
best
why we hang out
blowjobs.
with Ben.
I bet this bitch gives them the best blowjobs.
I'm gonna turn Ben straight. I'm gonna be so gay. So much like a man, he's gonna be confused. I'm gonna go there as a man.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not kidding.
Thank you, LJ Red
If
Rose.
I fall in love with a lesbian because I think she looks like Ben, but in
Thank you,
15 years
C'est la
ago in
vie.
Seattle, then Ben can fall in love with me thinking that I'm a man.
Hey, Gracie.
In the city where he lives.
Moi.
Dressed as a vampire.
I can't tell if this is a chick or a dude.
A lifetime. Can't be done. He knows me very well at this point. It's the eyes. I gotta get black cotton. No, there's nothing I can do. He knows all our business.
I gotta get the new cows out of the way so that I could.
Probably, but it's short.
It's kind of like I gotta get the new cows, the new people out of the way. So it's kind of like when you're at a restaurant and you're ordering like a steak, but you gotta get the salad first. I gotta get the salad first before I start getting the steak. Yeah, because Mary's the main course right now. Her and James are the main course. And again, guys, like the stream, and subscribe, because now we're moving the goalpost. We are moving the fucking goalpost so that we can go higher.
Great. So Dennis and I was telling him everything about Dennis, then I would
Also, I need a drawing tablet.
Being in mortal peril. And then I get back on there, and there'd just be like days of Dennis singing my praises. Then we would fight.
Yep, she does.
And then we did it all in the group chat with all his best friends, who were supposed to be my friends too. And he's calling me. Okay, bye. We're gonna go talk about Ben, Swordsman of Mana, coming into your DMs real soon on Perk, whether you like it or not.
And here's Nadia Munir. This was on JJ's stream. I think it was on Thursday. I don't know, but this is a cow that was featured on JJ's, and this one only has 20 subscribers. I just subscribed to her. So these are the new people.
Okay, so this is Nadia
Mini. So she's going off on a
wow, looks like it slipped. Okay, so we left it on for 8.
Yeah, she's reviewing Dr. Phil.
It's Nadia Mini. Our stuff done, working out, you know.
I don't know. Yeah, she's got Dr. Phil on. I don't know if that's going to get me canned because, well, Dr. Phil pretty much doesn't like it when people make money off him.
Now we're back upstairs. We figured, but even when it was up, it was alarming. I mean,
yeah, so she's talking about a fire alarm.
Closed
I mean, a smoke detector. Sorry.
Well, I don't
smoke detector.
It was beeping, and then it stopped beeping. Well, it stopped, and then it
These
started.
are new people.
And I don't know. I guess it's a technical problem. I just don't believe anyone has this much. But just in case they are, I was gonna record this on this day. I'm just
she's filming her TV. Her TV is. I mean, I'm sorry. I am so fucking sorry about this. But if you're whoever has the TV on, if you have like I'm sorry to say this, but if you have like the TV on, you should turn it off if you're making a video. You should turn the TV off if you're making a video. It's kind of distracting. That's just a little rant. If you have like the TV on while making a video, you should turn it off. It's very distracting.
I'm gonna unplug this one. I figured, well, why not record it? Let's see what happens to the other smoke alarms. Because I remember this one and this one were going off simultaneously.
This is another one of those TIs.
Right before I went to bed. It was like 6 p.m. at night, which I thought was strange. So, let's just see with this one. Let's see.
Yeah, she's filming her smoke alarm while the TV is on.
Tactic. Because that's what they always do in the past with other situations.
There's a smoke alarm.
Like kicking me out of the mall. The mall property.
Yeah, Minier.
I had my poster boards. Remember I told you guys about that? I don't know if I told you. But after 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, she's got poster boards and she's talking about, well, gang stalkers. She's one of those people. She's one of those people who talk about gang stalkers.
you know, I posted on my poster board that security was helping these stalkers try and murder me and cause a car accident.
JJ, if you're out there, please, can I have this one? Can I have this cow? Can I have her?
By putting all these black sharp pointy rocks around my car in the parking spots, taking up all of them.
The cows come to you.
All the good parking spots with huge pointy sharp rocks, leaving one crappy one for me.
Uh-oh, there's that.
I left,
it beeped.
to stand on the grass to tell the traffic my story on poster board since I have the internet. And when I came back 2.5 hours later, there's a rock someone planted behind my tire.
Okay, so now she's saying that there's a rock planted behind her tires. Is she insinuating that gang stalkers have been planting rocks behind her tires to keep her from escaping? I'm just curious. I'm just fucking curious because, again, these are new people. I just want to get them out of the way before I move into my target. Before I move on to my target, which is Mary.
And I didn't know.
Because I have a lot to say about Adrazia today.
And they were trying to get me to call a cop, which I should have done. I regret it. Because they can't control me or anybody else.
They can't control her.
My poster boards. So
her poster boards.
Control her parking space. Oh, well, let's try and make her call a cop so we can control
So she's loitering public. So she's loitering around private property with poster board signs talking about gang stalkers.
Control because you're setting it up anyway.
This is going to be.
They're trying to get me to call a cop to get him to be mean to me. Someone they knew, but I didn't do it because I just didn't care at the time. I regret it. But anyway,
yeah, Moonbear, if you're here, this is what I sent you this person's I sent you a link to this video in your Discord in the video request channel for when you go live tomorrow, because these are some new people that I want to present to you courtesy of JJ Stoner.
I was saying this for 4 weeks, and after
JJ Stoner is the one who finds these cows, and I really hate the fact that he is being targeted by a vertically challenged person named Aubrey Smalls is what we call her. I mean him. I mean them. It. Fuck it. It's a midget. JJ Stoner is being targeted by a midget. A little person. A guy that can literally fit in his pocket. Yeah. So JJ is catching heat from a guy that could literally fit in his pocket. Who dresses up like a woman.
4 weeks of me telling the public that security saw this because security's helped him before for years since 2016. And this attempted murder happened
That's
in
what
the
I love.
parking lot where Jared Jewelers is with the rocks.
No, you don't.
In 2021, in May of 2021. So I kept saying that for 4 weeks. I call them on my sideshows when I was out on the grass on Glenbrook Square with my poster boards. This officer, the security guard comes out and he's talking with this other guy who's angry and serious, saying she has to
vertically
leave
challenged.
Trespassing.
The politically correct term is little
this
person.
About my current poster board?
Fuck it. We're just gonna call it the Lollipop Guild. JJ is being harassed by the Lollipop Guild.
Because I came straight from Parkview when they harassed me and tried to kill me. And the parking garage tried to run me over. So they're trying to make it look like Parkview and Home Depot and Walmart called them and told them to get me up. This was about me for 4 weeks telling the public that, Glenbrook security, there's no way they didn't see those stalkers planting the sharp pointy rocks and helping, aid and abet, help in my attempted murder.
Saying
that.
Yep. She's a TI. What is it with? I mean, it's almost as if the TIs are magnetically drawn to JJ, and I love it.
So they do this slowly tactic. That's
You can't get Roy. I mean, JJ can't get Royce to do anything because that's why Royce has his evening shows with Rob Carpet Muncher. Sorry. Yes, I'm making fun of Rob Gavinaw's old former name, Rob Dyke. Or should I say Rob Carpet Muncher or Rob Muff Diver, Rob Lesbian.
my whole point in telling you guys this. This is slow, retarded tactic to take the real.
That's what I love about JJ.
The real reason. So as to she won't tell anyone, and so as to no one.
I mean, JJ was the one that introduced us to Letiti. JJ was the one that introduced us to Adrasdia. He finds all these cows and cultivates them, and then he just lets them loose, sets them out to pasture. This one's an untested one.
Public will know that the reason why they kicked me off and said I was trespassing after 4 weeks was because they didn't. They looked so guilty. Glenbrook Mall security. They looked so guilty.
500 subs.
It was obvious for 2.5, 3 hours. I was out in the grass with my poster boards. They changed up the rocks, put it behind my tires, planted all the rocks before I came out. There's no way the Glenbrook security mall officers did not see that. And they did nothing. So that's why after 4 weeks, they planned it. Let's wait a month so she won't know the real reason why we're kicking her out.
Yes, like I said, if you have the TV on, please turn it off. Again, it's distracting me. The TV is distracting me. I'm concerned I'm going to get flagged by Dr. Phil. If you have the TV on and it's on Dr. Phil, please turn that shit off. It's distracting.
And that's what happened there.
Goosebumps.
So my point in telling all of this is, I figured, well, why not record this? Let's make this go quicker.
Angry, cursing, and complaining that you work all day, no time for family.
I mean, this did fall out. I mean, this tape is.
That's her perception. Your perception is reality.
But before,
I don't know.
It was still in.
It's an old episode.
I really don't believe.
I don't know. It's not. It's nothing in peculiar. It's just she just has the TV on the network. Like I said,
people can have tools for
please
this.
turn it off.
Then I've heard hackers have tool about frequency things.
Yeah. Oh, she's talking about hackers. Yeah, hackers are digging into her. So
it is kind of sticking out. So okay, I'm just gonna only unplug this one, and all the batteries have been changed in the other one. So
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Let's just see what happens, because I know.
But she's talking over him, which is the best thing.
I don't want to go in the circuit breaker and turn them all. That means I'll turn all of them off. So I remember I can unplug. You can unplug them. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I wanted. Okay, wait.
So this person is Nadia Munir.
Okay, I'm gonna put this down now. Hold on.
It's a judgmental. Are you surprised that she describes you as?
So I'm just gonna take a look.
Would you say you're frustrated?
I've done this before.
Frustration.
Yeah. So this picks up where it left.
Stick it back on there. You know, that one is still up. The one in the room is still up. Blah blah.
So she's trying to take down the smoke detectors.
At least if a fire starts, I got 3 other smoke alarms.
She thinks that So let me get this straight. This woman thinks that her smoke detectors are bugged.
None of that's happened yet in the 20 years I've lived here, but
20
since
years.
the stalking, who knows?
Oh, gang stalkers. I don't know if we're gonna get heat flack for this.
If it happens, it happens. At least I'll be with God, right?
Oh, buddy.
Hopefully I won't feel myself if I'm being burned alive.
Hold on.
Okay, well, let's just pray I'm not cremated to ashes. Okay, so I got this so far. Okay, see you later.
Oh, we're going to take a look at Heather Inman. This is Heather Inman, for those of you who aren't aware. This is a woman who claims that she was mutilated by a machete. She is basically an up-and-coming newcomer. She's got 511 subscribers. Don't worry, she'll make it big eventually.
Okay, so I just got off the phone with Crime Victims Compensation Program, which I did record the conversation, but I'm not going to play it.
Oh, yeah, she is a whore cow, no doubt.
She said I'll know something within 30 days.
She's basically like a cross between Adrastia, Shani, and Letiti. She may be like a mixture of all three. She's a TI.
From the application. I'm so tired.
So tired.
And my soul is so weary.
Yeah, her soul is weary. I am holding it in because, again, I'm sick. Nobody Huguenot. Nobody Huguenot, just subscribe. Thank you, Nobody Huguenot, for subscribing.
And I'm trying to be
Thank
strong
you, guys.
for my kids.
Mwah.
And being strong for myself.
Be strong.
When really all I want to do is scream and cry and punch something.
Uh-oh.
And just run somebody over with my car.
Yes, Crinkle
Tell
Heart.
them to leave me alone. But I can't because I don't want to go to jail. But I think about it and I feel like I'm about to have like a nervous breakdown.
Uh-oh. We don't want that.
Mentally and physically drained. And
We don't want that to
cannot
happen.
go on anymore living this way. Being gutted and serrated and being left broken with my bones broken.
I'm gonna have to ask
and
Moon
being
to see if she can make a
broke
commercial for her
and
channel.
not have any money and not being able to take care of my kids and not being able to do things that I need to do for myself. And I just I'm at the point where I
broke her
really have
bones.
grown so weary. I just sit there and I just like want to cry, trying to fight and hold back the tears. And just ask where God is in all of this and why he will allow this to happen to me. And
again, I am not saying I'm not saying a damn thing about this poor innocent woman who is suffering because God has forsaken her. Why?
I don't understand why somebody would do something like that to a person like me. Like, I was like the nicest person.
Why would they cut her innards out? Why would they cut her innards out? Why would they destroy her body with that machete?
I would give you my last dollar if I had it to give, and to a homeless person or somebody who needed it. I do all these nice things for people, and then the one that I
found it, Heather?
help desperately, like nobody wants to help me, or they act like I'm a burden, or they shun me from the community, and then they tell me to grab.
I got shunned from the community. I got shunned from TGR's community.
And I'm just
actually, no, I left. To be honest, I left.
At God, like, why have you forsaken me?
Why has God forsaken you?
Why have you not stood up for me? Why have you not fought the devil off of me? Like, why haven't you taken away these evil people when you're sitting there watching all of this stuff happen?
She's Letiti 2.0,
like,
according to some people.
You know, like, why has God forsaken me?
Why has God forsaken
like,
her?
I was a good mom. I'm a good wife. I'm a good mother. I'm a good person in my community.
She was a good person.
I help the homeless.
Why?
I do, like, all this stuff. And I never did anything to
Why did God forsake her?
And I'm just like, all I did was stand up for my kids and for myself. I know, I'm such a royal bitch for standing up for myself and for my children. and not continuing to sit there and watch you hurt us. Like, I have a right to defend my life and the life of my offspring, and I shouldn't be punished for that. You had no right to hurt me or to hurt my kids, and I don't care if you're mad that I snitched on you. I had a right to defend myself. The cops are the ones that are supposed to protect me. And I'm just, like, so weary, and I'm just, like, so heartbroken. And I just want to have a nervous breakdown, but I can't because I gotta be strong for my kids. But I'm just like, God, why have you forsaken me?
Why has God
forsaken? Why did you let this happen to me?
Why has this person been forsaken by God?
Why did you let that happen to my kids? You know, why would you sit there and watch all this happen and just, like, not save me?
Why has God forsaken her?
And you watch them hurt us and not care. And I'm just so tired. My soul is tired. My heart is broken. My body is tired.
She has crinkle heart, by the way.
I'm tired of pretending to be strong, and
she's got crinkle heart.
I don't care what everybody says about me and how they treat me and everything when I did nothing to them.
Poor girl. Poor cow.
And I'm just
don't worry.
So tired of this crazy man and woman trying to control me and hurting me because they have the devil in them and they're evil.
Everyone's evil.
All they do is hurt people. That's all they do is continually hurt people because it makes them feel empowered.
Why?
And it is sad and it is sick. And God, I need your help. I can't do this alone.
Can't do it alone, boys.
I need your help. Please help me. Don't let the devil win.
Don't let the devil win.
Please help me.
All right.
I have seen.
All right. I'm going to let this one play out for you guys because I got the rumblings. I'll be right back. I'm going to let this play out.
Okay, so I just showed you an MRI that shows that my liver is lacerated. I have the disc.
And you showed me a picture.
And they even put the disc on there.
Of an MRI. And I'm telling you that a liver laceration in and of itself is not, even if you do have that, it doesn't need surgery. Why would I need to look at your laceration if it's already fixed?
It's not fixed.
It is, because the liver heals itself.
It does not heal it.
Are you here to tell me, or are you here to talk to me about it?
Both.
Yeah. Who's your psychiatrist? Who's your psychiatrist?
It's a guy, I forgot his name, in Stockbridge. It's like,
so you had an open
right here, and then
you had an open cholecystectomy?
It hurts like right there, and then it hurts.
Alright, you can sit up.
Right there.
Okay, sit up, please. Got it? Alright, we'll order a CT scan and look at that further, but that's what we're starting out for.
And then there's like, it hurts right here up underneath my belly button.
I know. I appreciate that. The liver laceration, though, is not something that you go in and you operate on. That's just not how that works.
Okay, so can I just say something real quick without you interrupting? Okay, so I go to East Cooper gynecologist. She confirms that I have a fistula tear and there are cut marks from a machete.
Okay.
She shows that it went through my endometrium and part of my cervix is missing.
Gotcha.
And that there's stab wounds that go all the way.
Don't yell.
Okay.
Keep your voice
That
down.
go all the way up. So, and then I'm sitting here in pain, and I'm showing you the pictures of the MRI, and you're denying me proper medical treatment.
I'm not denying you proper medical
treatment. You said you weren't going to do exploratory laparotomy on me,
you don't need
but
it.
I do need it if my liver and my splenectomy.
What are you talking about with
Like, my
spleen?
spleen is literally sitting here hurting every day.
Okay, and we your liver, a liver laceration is not something you operate on unless it's actively bleeding, which it obviously isn't.
No.
All right. You have a nice day.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
You're not a good doctor.
All right, thanks. I'll order the CT scan.
It's okay.
It's up to you if you want to take it or not, but please.
You can order the CT scan, but I already know you're going to cover it up.
You should probably go see your psychiatrist.
And you should probably go back to medical school.
Okay, so first thing about the voicemail is my eyes are swollen. You can see I'm in renal failure. You see how it's swollen right here and then down here and up underneath my eyes right here. I just woke up. That's a sign of renal failure from your kidneys. I have stab wounds in my kidneys. So first of all, he tells me I need to go see a psychiatrist. Secondly, if you listen to his sideways talking, like he'll say one thing first and then another thing second, he tells me it's a hit from the president. And then I'm like, it's a hit from the president of the United States? I'm a nobody. Why would it be a hit from the president of the United States? But I'm the one that needs to go see a psychiatrist. You just told me that the president of the United States has a hit on me, but I'm the one that needs psychiatric care. Okay? Alright, there's that. So, now I'm going to show you this. Hold on a minute. When would a liver laceration require surgery? Oh, it's not going to speak for me. Okay. Now we're going to read this. This is from... Oh, man. Accept cookies. Okay, this is from the World Journal of Emergency Surgery. Okay, abstract. The severity of liver injuries has been universally classified according to the American Association for the Surgery of Trauma, AAST grading scale, in determining the optimal treatment strategy. However, the hemodynamic, that's a weird word, I can't say that word, status and associated injuries should be considered. Thus, the management of liver trauma is ultimately based on the anatomy of the injury and the psychology of the patient. This paper presents a World Society classification of liver trauma. The severity of liver injuries in the universal, according to the American Association for Surgery of Trauma, a grading scale. The majority of patients admitted for liver injuries have grade 1, 2, or 3 and are successfully treated with non-operative management, NOM, non-operative management. In contrast, almost 2/3 have grade 5 to 6, or 4 to 6, injuries require laparotomy, operative management. However, in these cases, there is no correlation between AAST grade and patient psychology status. Moreover, the management of liver trauma is
Yeah, I'd
markedly changed through the last 3 decades, with a significant improvement in outcomes, especially in blood.
I had to put some Heather Inman on for those who aren't aware of who she is. She claims that her innards got mutilated by a machete. If that's the case, then she should be dead. But I don't know. Maybe God has other plans for her. Who the fuck knows? I just want to show that person.
Blunt trauma due to improvements in diagnostic and therapeutic tools. In determining the optimal treatment strategy,
I almost forgot. Yeah, I want to thank Miss Moonbear for introducing me to this person. She's a handful.
AAST classification should be supplemented by hemodynamic status and associated injuries. An anatomical description of liver lesions is fundamental.
I had to play a long video of Heather Inman because I had the BGs. I had the bubble guts. I needed to
All right, what's up, YouTube? So, I got an email back from Magnolia Bay's AH Hospitality LLC's attorney, and she's saying that nobody is dodging being served. So, when I contacted the police department...
That's funny.
Or the sheriff's department, they said they haven't served them yet.
That crossing state lines to commit murder.
Schedule, and for me to call back next week and see if they have been served. Well, according to Google, they only have 5 days
doing like AP does it. I should start doing shows like AP, where
and they're saying that they get 3. I get 3 tries. Or 3 attempts for them to serve them. But Miss Patel says that, and her attorney says,
and play
they
them
have
through a
not
VLC.
Been served, and nobody has attempted yet to serve them the proper paperwork. So, Georgia code. So now I'm turning all of my, because they keep playing hardball and trying to dodge paying me restitution, and was trying to keep me from getting fixed. So now I'm forwarding all of my medical evidence to the FBI.
Oh shit! We got a new subscriber. Cried vagrant of Los Tejas.
16.
Thank you. Oh shit! Sorry. Cried vagrant of Los Tejas. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for joining the fun. Thank you. We're gonna be fucking with
murder, malice, murder, felony.
Soon I'll be fucking with James.
And it says
not really. But
let me bring it up. I don't know if I can get my phone to bring it up. It says, a person convicted of the offense of murder in the 2nd degree shall be punished in prison for not less than 10 years, nor more than 30 years. And it says, let's see. For some reason, they're hacked in on my cell phone. They're not wanting me to bring up anything. So, let's see.
I practice karate.
Okay. OCGA for murder. A person commits the offense of murder when he unlawfully and with malice, aforethought, either express or implied,
the little green baby
causes the death of another human being. So that means if you take someone's life and you meant to do it, then
I'm not going to be mean-spirited. I'm trying my best not to be mean-spirited. Because again, this is a new cow. I won't be mean-spirited to her. Just yet. Not just yet.
And
we're sampling.
That is OCGA for murder in the first degree. That means you implied.
Don't cry no more, little girl.
You meant to commit murder.
Uh-oh.
So.
Y'all want her dead.
How many years is a life sentence in Georgia?
This one's got a lot of milk.
The offenders who commit their crimes on or before July 1st, 2006
This one's got a lot of milk.
must serve 60 years. Offenders serving life sentences for drug offenses are eligible for parole or consideration after 7.
These don't make my
Let's see.
dinosaur son be poor. Someday, go build a website. I don't have to.
Let's see. Okay. Have you been charged with felony murder in Georgia? Felony murder, murder in the first degree, and second degree murder are all terms that refer to killing another. However, without an experienced lawyer, these legal teams overwhelming OCGA 1651 reads follows. A person commits the offense of murder when in commission of a felony, he or she causes the death of another human being, irrespective of malice. Which means you did it intentionally. Felony murder is a legal statute that expands the definition of murder. It occurs when someone commits a serious or inherently dangerous felony, and someone else.
Osimo, I wish I could answer that. I really do wish I could answer that, but unfortunately, I'm about as stumped as her. It's these two people. They're part of a Satan. It's two Satanists, a man and a woman. Cut her up. Ew, no. Go away, Mary. We're not gonna. I mean, we're not ready for you yet. We're saving you for. God, I wish I had AP's potato thing. You know that potato, small potato song. That intro he had for Mary for Adrazia.
Else dies during the course of committing or attempting.
This is why I should start using VLCs.
Felonies that are inherently dangerous include burglary, arson, rape, kidnapping, aggravated assault, and
this is why I should start using VLCs.
The court has also extended the definition to include crimes such as possession of a weapon, excuse me, on school property.
I know Bertie's probably going to make mean-spirited jokes about her weight. I know a few people, well, some of them, if they ever found this person, they're probably going to make a few mean-spirited jokes about her obesity.
Reason these felonies.
We're not there yet. We're not going to be there yet until we get to know her. Right now, we're just sampling her. We are sampling this cow so that we could get a feel of what type of person she is before we destroy her. Like we did with Letitia. Like we did with Mary. Oh, wait, no. Mary's still alive. But Letitia, we're going to make sure she goes away for a long time.
These are inherently dangerous is that they are all circumstances that create
we need these cows to survive.
Risk that death could occur. Let me say that again. The reason these felonies are inherently dangerous is that they are all circumstances that create a foreseeable risk that death could occur. An example of felony murder is if Bob decided to rob a clothing store and accidentally killed the cashier during
We're
the
gonna go
robbery.
full ASMR on this
Even though
bitch.
he didn't intend to kill the clerk,
Please don't make my.
he will be
Please
convicted
don't make
of felony
my.
murder because of the mere
Please don't make
fact
my.
that he was committing a felony
My
robbery,
alien sun pour.
that someone
Please
was
don't make my
killed during
Cthulhu
the
sun pour.
commission of the crime. Let's see. Now we're going to say this, or
It's
I
about-
want to check this out. What is it if someone crosses state lines to commit felony murder?
Rick Ross.
Okay, if a crime occurs in multiple states, can each state prosecute?
The rapper Rick Ross? Or is it some other Rick Ross?
Okay. Okay.
Because that's who I'm thinking of.
Let's see. Usually, any state in which an essential part of a crime has been committed can prosecute the offender. That means that the authorities in each affected state can prosecute a crime that stretches from one territory to another. The double jeopardy prohibition doesn't apply to separate sovereigns, meaning that this kind of multiple prosecution doesn't run afoul of the Constitution. In fact, it's at least therefore possible
I think
that
she's harmless.
multiple states and the federal government
I think this is one of those schizo cows.
could prosecute a defendant for a single course of conduct. The federal government would derive jurisdiction, for example, by the fact the Constitution allows it to regulate interstate commerce and the crime cross state lines. So let me say that again. Okay. In fact, therefore, possible that multiple states and the federal government could prosecute you. A defendant for a single course of conduct, the federal government would derive jurisdiction. So that means if someone is crossing state lines to commit felony murder, paying doctors to murder someone on the operating table, coming from Chicago, coming from New York, to commit felony murder, it is now that then gives the federal government derive jurisdiction, because you are crossing state lines to commit.
I'm just gonna assume it's Rick. I'm just gonna assume it's Rick Ross's crew because he needs that purple Lamborghini. He might have like that purple Lamborghini. And
felony murder. So you're coming with the intent to kill someone. So now the federal government derives jurisdiction, and the Constitution allows it to regulate interstate commerce. So that means if you're coming from New York, Chicago, down here to Georgia to commit felony murder, you can be charged in New York for felony murder, you can be charged in Chicago for felony murder, and you can be charged in the state of Georgia for felony murder. You can be charged in Colorado for felony murder, Kansas for felony murder, or any state that you are. South Carolina, you can be charged for felony murder. If they see you crossing state lines with the intent to kill another person, that is now a federal jurisdiction. And that means you just said time. And the federal government now has jurisdiction, and not the local and state police departments.
fuck it. Fuck it. Her head looks like the yellow M. She looks like the yellow. Her head makes her look like the yellow M&M. Am I the only one who sees that? Hold on, that pause frame.
And not the local and state police department.
Doesn't she kind of look like the yellow M&M? Actually, no, her head is shaped like the yellow M&M. And I'm probably gonna say her head is shaped like a potato. Mary, I hope Mary doesn't find this person, because we all know how Mary, we all know how Mary is around potatoes, right? I hope Mary doesn't find this person, because we all know what Mary does to potatoes. Murderer.
And you can be charged in every state that you cross the state line to commit felony murder. So if you're crossing 4 state lines, that's 4 felony murder charges. If you're crossing 2 state lines, that with the intent to commit murder, those are 2
we're going to go to
murders.
We're actually, yeah, we're already in hell anyways. We're probably in hell already anyways. We're probably going to hell for that moon bear. And again, Hatman is the proprietor of hell, since he's the devil.
In each
might as well
state.
might as well.
And you go to a federal prison.
Celebrate it.
And it's not considered double jeopardy by the Constitution.
Really?
So I just wanted to share that with anybody.
Meanwhile, while AP is out scoring with Leaf,
woman of domestic crime, or you're leaving the inner city to get away from gang members, or whatever, and then they come after you to try to kill you, or whatever. You can actually report them to the FBI, and it is now federal jurisdiction, not the state and local police. And you can charge them with felony murder if they cause you what's it called? Catastrophic injuries that could lead to your death. If they cause you catastrophic injuries that could lead to your death, in whatever state they have crossed to commit those crimes, they can be charged with felony murder in each state by the federal government. And that would be like 3 or 4 life sentences and not just 1. So this is just a little shout out to anyone who is trying to get away from an abusive husband, or a gang member, or a crazy ex, or like, Scott Patterson's wife. She ended up in the ocean, and her baby, and her got
It's Peterson, by the way. It's Scott Peterson. And the woman you referred to is Lacey Peterson, Scott Peterson's wife.
And just whatever. So you can be charged with felony murder for every state line you cross to commit murder with the intent to commit murder. So that's not just 1 felony murder.
No, I can't. I can't stop. No, I can't unsee it. I cannot unsee. Every time I look at her head, I am envisioning a potato.
Murder count. That's for every state.
I'm envisioning a potato head. Miss Potato Head. I'm envisioning a potato head.
Line you've crossed.
I am sorry. I cannot.
You over.
I cannot stop picturing her as a potato. Her head is shaped like a potato.
And that's how I'm gonna win.
And a yellow M&M.
Left piece hair grease.
And we all know. God, I hope. Yeah. Well, it's 10:52 here in the list. It's 10:52 here on the island of monsters. It's 10:52 here on the island. It's 10:52 here in the pit. And we all know how someone who is obviously a big issue. And yes, Heather Inman does have a head that's shaped like a potato. And we all know who is responsible for potato genocide. Yes, we're going there. And I wish I had like a clip of AP's little intro for Mary. You know, the small potato one. But I don't. $10.53 in the valley. 10:53 in the valley, and depending on where you are. Yes, hey, Chase a Train. Good to see you here again. So, we have been saving up for tonight, and we all know a person who is responsible for potato genocide. That's right. Speaking of someone who keeps saying that people are out to kill her, damn it, Mary. What do you want, Adrasdia? What is it this time, Mary? I can see she's still wearing that Powerline shirt. Please, for the love of God, wash that shirt. You've been wearing it for like how many days? How many days have you been wearing that Powerline shirt?
I have CPTSD.
No, you don't.
I have been diagnosed in multiple states now.
Prove it. Prove that you've been diagnosed with CPTSD. Prove that you have borderline personality disorder. Prove that you're schizophrenic. Because as of now, we don't buy it. None of us buy your bullshit. Because again, we all know damn well. Hell, even your own family and Kathy knows that you are a bullshitter.
With CPTSD. They diagnosed me with it in Florida. They diagnosed me with it in Texas. They diagnosed me with it in California. I have been diagnosed with CPTSD. So when you come at me and tell me to just get over it, get over my childhood, get over my family, get over the things that people are currently doing to emotionally abuse me, just let it go. I literally can't. And the people who are using my my mental illnesses to gain money for themselves know that. They are well aware of what CPTSD is. They're well aware that I can't.
God damn it, Adrasdia.
They're well aware that what they do to trigger certain things in me, like desecrating my little brother's grave, are things that will ruminate in my head and will not go away for a week or two or more. They know this because they know exactly the mental illnesses that they are poking at because they earn money.
Mary, AP runs a show, a late night show, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Daywave Radio has not mentioned you, has not spoken about you, has not even featured you, or even played any of your videos on their program. JJ I haven't seen JJ play some of your videos. He's dealing with Aubrey Smalls, and he's cultivating some new cows. Oh shit, I almost forgot to I almost forgot to show this one. Sorry about this, but gonna make y'all cringe. This little nugget is gonna make y'all cringe. Go away, Latitty. All right, so we're gonna pull something up. I'm gonna get the cringe on. Yeah. I'm gonna put this right here. There you go. The lolcat, the time traveling hobo. Yep. I don't know if I should feel pride for showing that because oh my god, I've been sharing that shit. I've been sharing this picture in Discords. I almost forgot about this one. How can I forget about this one? How can I forget about this one? That's right, Sweetie Squad. I almost forgot. Big Daddy Jim didn't forget about this one. Rage Pig. Hold on. Almost forgot. Almost forgot about this one. Yep. There you are. That's proof. A JRC3. This is proof. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is proof. A JRC3 will never score. All right. Oh, sorry. I know. I know. I have to channel my inner Jim, but we are all Jim, and Jim is with us.
When they get a reaction.
All right, good night,
And
Panda.
you'll say, well, stop reacting. I can't. It's quite literally like they're cutting me and then telling me that if I don't stop bleeding, I'm going to get pregnant.
The Three Stooges.
It's not something I'm in control of. They know what they're doing, and they have all the power in the world to keep doing it.
Really, Mary? I'm sorry. When you were saying something, Mary, do you really fucking think that we are organizing an event to destroy you? I've never seen anyone. I mean, imagine being this self-centered and narcissistic that you think the whole world is out to get you.
Because nobody cares. Because they're the
Nobody
ones
cares.
that are being supported.
Well, of course nobody cares because we know you're a bullshitter. We know you're a pathological liar, Mary.
It makes me feel like life is never going to get better. Like the rest of my life, I'm going to be used just...
Hey, Mary. Hey, Adrastia. What happened to going to San Francisco to... What happened to going to YouTube headquarters to protest against cyberbullying? Aren't you going to go to, like, the YouTube headquarters?
To garner donations for sadistic people. And that's all I am as a person now, is just whenever they need money, they can come kick me. And earn.
I wish I could go kick your ass. I wish I could go kick you in the face. I wish I could go kick you in the head. Knock your fucking eyes straight. And I can't. And yes, I'm
Earn money off.
I'm not inciting violence against you. Because again, I wish someone would kick her in the face and knock her eye straight. Because
my tears from other
bullshit.
sadists who enjoy seeing people hurt, who enjoy bothering people, who enjoy hurting people, who enjoy making people hurt themselves.
Nobody has. We've never done that to you. No one's ever done that to you, Mary. No one has ever tried to get you to kill yourself. No one has ever tried to get you to hurt yourself. I mean, for God's sakes, Adrazia, we've been leaving you alone for for about a while. We've been leaving you alone. We haven't even, well, I played some of your videos, but again, it's to fill in the time slot. But now that you're back with a vengeance, now that you're trying to weasel your way in, now you're trying to weasel your way back into AP's life, I mean, he hasn't been playing any of your videos for a while. I mean, he basically left you alone, and then you bring his name up and try to slander him because you are so desperate for attention. I'm sorry, Mary. I'm sorry, Adrazia. How many times have we been through this? How many times have I seen you try and defame someone all because you didn't like what they said about you? Bull fucking horseshit. You're the victim here. Bullshit. You're not a victim of anything. If anything, you're the one harassing us. You're the one who is stalking Adonis Paul. And you're trying to get him deplatformed over what? Over what? Over a title? Over a fake title? It's called Bubba's Fudge. He didn't say he was going to desecrate your brother's grave. It's a fucking joke.
They know what they're doing. That's what makes it illegal.
It's not illegal.
If I had the money and I could take them to court, all of this would matter. But because I don't have any money, they're allowed to just keep
God
kicking
damn it, Mary.
this mentally ill woman until she's dead.
Oh, fucking hell, Adrazia. Fuck you. Fuck you for saying that shit. If you take us to court, you're not going to win. Because we're going to provide, because we have evidence. We have fucking evidence. I'm sorry. We have fucking evidence, Mary. We have fucking evidence that proves that you are in the wrong. Your court, well, if you try to pull this shit, we're just going to pull out your court documents. And we're going to bring up we're going to bring up your involvement with the murder of Roberta Laws if it has to be taken to court. Because again, it's our word against yours.
And then move on to another mentally ill person that they can start kicking to gather donations for themselves.
Like who?
We must deplatform predators. Adonis Paul is a predator.
No, he is not. You are. He wishes he was the predator. That way he could remove your skull. That way he can rip out your spine.
And before y'all say he's not a sexual predator, I didn't say he was.
But you called him a pedophile, and that's a different no-no. That's like a death warrant on your channel.
There are multiple different kinds of predators.
But you called him a pedophile.
Preys on the mentally unwell.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Mary.
He financially profits off of emotionally tormenting people.
What's next? Are you going to use Letitia as a shield? Kind of like how James used you? Am I starting to think that... I'm beginning to think that Adrazia is talking with James again. I mean, of course, she's taking cues from his playbook.
He is a predator and he should not have a platform on YouTube or anywhere.
Oh, God damn it, Mary. Shut the fuck up. Must summon the rage. Must transform into Conholio. Must summon the power of the Great One.
There are some very bad people who are using my little brother's memory as profit for them.
Oh, God damn it! God damn it, Mary!
They held a fundraiser tonight,
And this was on the 3rd.
To go and defecate on my little brother's grave.
It's called Fudge for Bubba. We didn't say anything about taking a shit on your brother's grave. We're not Hamber Turd.
And there's nothing I can do to stop them from doing this. But the only thing I thought I could do was make sure
you didn't kill
that
anyone,
I get my
Sydney.
little brother's story out as many times as I can. So every day.
By the way, Sydney, be careful around this woman. Be careful around Adrasia, because people with cerebral palsy tend to die around her. So I recommend you keep your distance from Adrasia, because I care.
For as long as it takes for me to feel like...
I'm not saying she is a murderer. I'm just saying that people with cerebral palsy, people who are potatoes, tend to die around her. Roberta Laws, Bubba, they're both dead.
I'm going to start every day by telling my little brother's story and making sure that the world knows what that little boy went through. So who was my little brother? What happened? His name was Ronnie Jr. He was named after his father, which is absolutely disturbing because his father is the one that handicapped him.
No, and no. You're wrong, Mary. Cerebral palsy can be genetic. Maybe your dad did rough your mom around, but not the way you described it. And let's not forget that your sisters are pissed off at you because you took your sister's abuse story and passed it off as yours. What does that say about you?
Our father was an extremely violent man.
Okay, I believe you. I believe your father was an abusive person. What I don't believe is that he ever hit you. Maybe he was roughing your mother up around. Hell, even Aunt Kathy is aware that your father was abusive. Because, I mean, every time I look at you, every time I see someone like you, I am certain that nothing about you screams happy childhood. But I do believe that you had a fucked up childhood. But that doesn't excuse your shitty behavior now.
After having me and my older sister and a miscarriage in between.
Yep.
He came home one day to my pregnant mother.
I know, Sydney.
Screaming that the child in her belly was going to be another goddamn girl.
I'm the Dark Lord at this very moment.
He knocked my mother to the ground. And he sat on her stomach. And he choked.
And by the way, Adrasia, your makeup is shit.
Her as he banged her head into the floor until she blacked out. It took 4 of the neighbors to pull him off of her.
I don't know if that story is true, but then again, knowing someone like you, I am safe to say, yeah, you're not a reliable narrator.
Made up a story so he wouldn't go to jail and took her to the hospital. My little brother was born that day. Brain damaged. He has cerebral palsy from the attack. My little brother would spend the next 23 years of his life wearing diapers, sitting in a wheelchair, drooling on himself, unable to speak, never able to walk, never able to even feed himself. He ate through a hole in his stomach called a G-tube.
I know. You bring that up.
And before we were...
I get it. I get it. Your brother's cerebral palsy was much more severe than Roberta's. But again, why are you bringing this shit up? You didn't even care about your brother. As a matter of fact, you were jealous of your brother because he was getting all the attention while you were pretty much being a spoiled little brat. That's right. You didn't think we forgot how you were so jealous that your brother was getting all the attention from your parents. You would have to go to your Mima, that you would manipulate and gaslight your Mima into giving you what you want. You're not an abusive. You're not a battered angel. You're not anything. You're a lazy bum. You're a selfish, greedy, spoiled brat who will never take accountability for her life.
Were able to get that surgery. They just shoved food down his throat. Quite literally, they would use a syringe with a...
Yeah. She was like, I don't know how old. Her little brother is dead. He died at the age of like 21 or 25. If anyone who remembers the story, please let me know, because he died when he was in his 20s, so he was an adult when he died. But she wouldn't know that because she abandoned him to hook up with a chomo, to get married to a chomo after she graduated from special needs school. And then she was facilitating the sexual assault of an underage girl while she was driving her ex-husband to her house for what she calls emotional support. And she would talk about how she would find solace in the arms of another man.
Big opening, fill it up with the insurer, and shoot it down his throat.
I don't know.
Because he couldn't swallow or chew.
I don't know. She's 38 years old. She's like 37 years old right now. I don't know when her brother passed away.
Just a few years.
But I'm pretty sure her brother passed away when she was still living in, when she moved out to LA. When she moved out to actually no, I wouldn't say moved out. She ran away to live on the streets in LA. Cuz this woman she's a native Floridian. She's a native Floridian. God, I hate using that word. She was a native Floridian who was living with her grandmother before her grandmother passed away in 2011. Before that, she was living with her ex-husband, who was a chomo pretending to be transgender, and she drove him to his teenage girlfriend's house for what she refers to as emotional support, as I said. Then after she left her husband, she hooked up with another chomo named Kenneth McBride, to which she moved in with, but she wasn't aware. But he had a fiance of 10 years named Roberta Laws who suffered the same illness as her little brother, except it's less severe as Bubba's. And they were pretty much roommates at the time. So, yeah, she pretty much was telling him she kept nagging. Let's just say she was nagging at Kenneth to, quote unquote, get rid of Roberta. Perhaps she meant put her in a nursing home, but I guess he didn't get the memo. And one night, according to her book and not the movie Silence of the Lamb, they went out to eat on her birthday, and he said, I have a gift for you. And if you tell anyone, I am going to kill Mima. So he strangled her to death, and she helped him bury the body. What she omits in her book, and I wouldn't even say a book, it's more like a brochure. I wouldn't even consider it a book. It's more like a 12-page, a 9-page essay. And by the way, it's titled "I'll Never Stop Screaming." It kind of fits the title. She lives up to the title, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, in the book, she describes how she witnessed the murder, and she told him, and Hannah told her to, get a few garbage bags. She talks about how he chopped up the body and then buried it in the backyard. Then she said that he shackled her to a radiator and raped her for 5 weeks. What she didn't mention in the book was that she accompanied Kenneth to a Walmart in the area to purchase a shovel to bury her remains. What she did omit was that she sent emails demanding Kenneth to get rid of Roberta. What she omits is that she was selling Roberta's possession after Kenneth murdered her. There are court records. There are court records that I have. Well, I can pull up I'm going to pull them up on Moonbear's show tomorrow night so that we can go over them, because oh boy, this is some fucked up shit. But I'm just going to say the prosecutor, Rafik Eller, said, and I quote, "If he was a loaded gun, she pulled the trigger." Meaning her words, meaning she instigated Kenneth to get rid of Roberta.
Years after our father killed himself in front of our brother.
Yeah, she cleaned the crime scene.
In the process of beating our mother. This was normal for little Ronnie. This was the life that he had grown up.
Yeah, Cried Vagrant of Los Tejas knows that she helped clean the crime scene.
Fight and scream and threaten to kill each other.
And since I'm the local adrasiologist, since I'm considered an adrasiologist, I have more knowledge about this murder because I watched AP's documentary, and I pretty much, well, then again, Kiwi Farms is a piece of shit site that doesn't really update its shit, but Adonis Paul and Aunt Kathy are the sole adrasiologists who have more knowledge about her. Also, Reality Check too. I almost forgot. Reality Check also has knowledge about adrasia too. So Reality Check is another adrasiologist, aside from Virgie G, Hatman, and JJ Stoner. And also myself too. I would consider myself an adrowsiologist as well.
He lived a life of hell. He lived an absolute nightmare, trapped inside his own body, put there by his father.
Nope.
And he lived his life never even knowing that his father is the one that crippled him.
No. The thing about cerebral palsy is sometimes it can be genetic. And little Ronnie's affliction is genetic. His dad didn't cripple him while he was in the womb.
He loved his father.
How do you know?
That dump truck would pull into the yard at night.
Oh, here we go with the fake tears. Here we go.
Practically rock himself out of the chair.
Justice for Bubba.
So excited to see the man that prisoned him in his own body every day.
Well, of course she didn't
Up until
shed
the
a
day
tear.
he saw that man kill himself.
All right, so Charlotte Astor said, there was no fundraiser, Mary. It was a normal show. Do you think it is okay to call the father of a little girl a ped publicly without a shred of evidence? Please show evidence or understand that you can't keep making such horrific accusations without people reacting. Also, please show evidence that anybody has called you a P or an M, meaning pedophile or murderer. If you don't have any evidence what would you show in court? If you actually inform yourself about cerebral palsy, you would follow the tube feeding is normal in over 90% of children with CP because they suffer with oral motor dysfunction. The age expectancy of someone with the severity of conditions, such as your brother had, is around 20 years. Your main concern seems to be the profiting, not the actual dignity of your brother. It seems to bother you that somebody is profiting. This is very revealing. Yep. And Kara Alsup said, she doesn't realize that she's the one making herself this way, not AP. Yep, that sounds about right. And then Go to Jail said, I thought you were all about free speech. Now you want him to platform? Sounds like you're a hypocrite. Oh my God. You need acting lessons. Level up your game. There's money you're leaving on the table. Ugh. Mary, you'll turn blue before AP leaves YouTube. And Rook put hashtag justice for fudge. Ringworm.
And now,
oh, these comments.
people online are using him for their financial gain.
Oh, and more people are going to use you for financial gain. I'm going to be using your ass for... You're my bitch, too. You're going to be my bitch. And soon, more people are going to start looking into your ass. I've already... I'm going to...
What they did last night was the second time that they've used my little brother this way.
They wouldn't be using your little brother this way if you didn't bring his fucking name up, you stupid Momo.
Last year, they held a fundraiser called Let's Go Pee on Bubba's Grave.
That was a bait. That was a bait and switch, Mary. It was a bait and switch, you stupid bitch. It was... The point of that title... The point of the title was to... Oh my God. I forgot. Actually, I remember. The point was to catch you off guard. But they were actually... He changed it immediately once he knew that you were going to react. you were going to react once you saw, because you claim you don't watch AP's channel. You claim you never watched the documentaries because AP makes you watch, because watching AP's shit, because watching AP makes you want to hurt yourself, as you keep saying. You keep saying that Adonis Paul makes you want to hurt yourself. Bitch, he's only known you for a year. Since February of last year, he's only seen your videos and pretty much went by your words and refuted them, because we all know how much of an unreliable narrator you really are, since you like to take other people's stories and pass them off as yours. This is evidence especially with your so-called autobiography, which of course, which is basically a blatant ripoff of Dave Pelzer's A Child Called It. Yeah. And most of your stories about how your father was abusive were from your sister.
They held a fundraiser to urinate on my little brother's grave. They raised $1,500.
That was for a truck, you dumb. That is for a truck, you Momo.
To urinate on my brother's grave. And then earlier this year, my aunt fulfilled that goal.
You just put apple juice.
After our mother passed away.
Oh, God.
My aunt visited my little brother's grave and left a bottle of apple juice there.
And she drank it on the way home.
And she uploaded a video, titled it Standing In for a Friend. She made it very clear that the apple juice was symbolic urine and was being left there for Adonis Paul because he raised money to piss on my brother's grave.
It was for a truck, you stupid bitch. He didn't. It was that. The title of that stream was to throw you off. He changed it for a truck. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to start a fundraiser for a drawing tablet with a built-in monitor one day. It's going to be a fundraiser for a drawing tablet with a built-in monitor so that I could start making my own thumbnails without having to utilize, or at least make my avatar look more sexy. And
so somebody had to do that. And that somebody was my...
Since a bunch of girls will find it, since a bunch of horny girls will call me daddy, because I'm your dad. I'm your daddy now. I'm your daddy now, lady. Lady. I'm your daddy now, ladies. Yes, my avatar is pretty much daddy material.
Brother's own blood relative.
And by the way, it's grayish green.
His mother's sister, his own aunt.
Oh, God.
And that's probably the person that's going to go and leave the fudge on his grave to symbolize shit as well.
She's probably going to leave a brownie. She's probably going to leave a brownie on the grave. But it's going to be gift wrapped. And she's probably going to eat it on the way home. So, again, argument invalid. You're a fucking idiot.
Because that's the kind of family that he has. That was the kind of life that he had.
Sometimes I wonder if
every day.
Sometimes I wonder is it possible? Is it fucking possible that Adrastia may be a time traveling hobo and she is actually the product of Letitia and James? Are we creating a paradox here? I'm going to leave this up for most of you people because it looks funny. Also, yeah, you do that. I'm well fed right now because right now
until I feel like people understand what he went through and how wrong it is for Adonis Paul to be fundraising money for himself using my little brother's name. And
exactly. As much as we don't agree on anything, Blue is right. AP's not going to be the one being deplatformed. You are.
Story as the face of his profiting. I don't know how much he made last night to shit on my brother's grave.
Didn't really raise that much. You didn't really. It wasn't for a fundraiser, you fucking bitch. You stupid. I'm not going to use the R word. I'm not going to use it. But you're a fucking moron. You are a fucking moron, Adrastia. It was not a fundraiser. It was a fucking joke. It was a prank. It's just a prank, bitch. It's just a prank, bro. I mean, well, for those of you who are understanding the reference, that was a reference to fucking Daddy05, which, of course, she compared AP to. First, she's comparing her Adonis Paul to Alex Jones. Now she's comparing her abusers to Daddy05. Now she's comparing herself to little Cody, the kid that gets bullied by Daddy05 and his wife.
I don't care.
Ex-wife, I think.
If
I
he
don't
only
know.
made $1, it was too much off of the back of my little brother.
Fuck off, Mary.
And they'll come and say, well, you're profiting off of him, aren't you?
Yes! Yes, you are profiting off of him. You are profiting off your little brother. You're using your brother's name as a way to get donations from your simps so that you can get high. Am I in the ballpark here? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. But that's just the caffeine. I am fucked up. I am fucking wired. That's what you were doing. You were profiting off. And you say that Adonis Paul's profiting off of your little brother? Bullshit. Full fucking horse shit, Mary. Full fucking horse shit. You are disgusting. You are a bum. A lazy bum at that. And you try to act like you're a battered angel. Not only that, you're fucking insane. And your crazy ass will accuse people of shit that they didn't do to you. And like what AP said, and it's gotten to the point where you are willing to threaten your own life, threaten to harm yourself on camera. So that just as a way to scare people off. And it has happened. And this isn't the first time you've threatened self-harm. This isn't the first time you've used your brother's name as a way to garner sympathy from complete strangers. Remember Justice for Bubba? Remember that shit? Oh, yeah. When Aunt Kathy started making videos on her, she freaked out and started saying Justice for Bubba by saying that Aunt Kathy denied Bubba's abuse at her father's hands. And, well, I don't know whether or not the cerebral palsy was caused from abuse, which I doubt. Like I said, it can be genetic. But the fact that she's using her brother's name as a way to demonize Aunt Kathy, to demonize Adonis Paul, goes to show how she doesn't even give a fuck about her little brother. She's only using him as a shield from criticism because she's a fucking coward.
No, I am not. I won't make a penny off of this video. I'm not asking for money.
I know.
I'm asking for exposure to his story so that people know not only what he went through, but what he is still going through, that his own blood relative...
Your brother's dead. You can't let him rest in peace. Like you can't let your mother rest in peace. You can't let Roberta Laws rest in peace. And let's not forget.
Are willing to do disgusting shit.
And you can't let your dad rest in peace, despite him being a piece of shit. I don't doubt that he's a piece of shit. Maybe he did abuse your mom. But you stole your sister's story and passed it off as your own. So again, you're a liar. You just want attention. Because you're a spoiled little brat. And you have the mind of a child. Well, I wouldn't say you have the mind of a child. You have the emotional capacity of a spoiled child. And you're like 37 years old. You're an adult. You should know better.
Leaving synthetic urine at his grave.
It's not synthetic urine, it's apple juice.
For such
If you want synthetic urine, you can use iced tea.
cyber bullies
Or food coloring.
to profit.
And by the way, urine is not always brown or yellow. It can also be clear.
That's what y'all are going to be doing to my little brother for what, the next 20, 30, 40 years?
Exactly,
As long as I'm
Rickzilla.
alive, you're going to be tormenting, desecrating my little brother's grave. And what did he do to you? Nothing. You just need money. And that's all that matters, and you don't care who you use to get that money. Well, the person they're using to get their money right now is a handicapped boy who was never able to do anything to hurt anybody and does not deserve for his
You don't even
own
care about your brother.
family to be desecrating his grave twice a year.
Oh, God damn it,
My
Mary.
little brother deserves
Yeah,
better.
yeah, hashtag justice for Bubba. Fuck off. Fuck off with that shit. You are nothing more than a fucking liar. And I cannot wait to see more people start covering you. Because, again, the more people have eyes on you, the lesser it is for you to respond. The lesser it is for you to do something about it. You think AP is your problem? Half of the people in his audience are female. Well, the female audience, his female audiences are upset about you. And half the people that hate your guts are female. The majority of people who hate your guts are female because most of those people, most of those females have been victims of whatever fake trauma that you claim to have. Because out of most of them are actual victims of whatever trauma you pretend to have for sympathy and donation. You're taking away credibility from the actual victims who suffer daily from PTSD, from BPD, from schizophrenia, from depression, from anxiety, from borderline personality disorder. You're taking away the credibility. It's kind of like, it's basically kicking the autism. It's basically, you're giving ammunition to people who mean ill will to actual people, genuine people who suffer from mental illness. It's giving ammunition to people who would kick around actual people with mental illness in real life. Because they see your videos and they think it's okay to make fun of the mentally ill. It's not. Hell, even the people who react to your videos suffer from some form of mental illness. And they don't like it when you're using that card. When you're using your CPTSD, your BPD, or schizophrenia, or whatever the fuck mental illness you claim to have as a get out of jail free card.
And Adonis Paul should be deplatformed.
Hey, thank you, Spiritual God Warrior 420. It's traditional. It's traditional. Traditional. Anyway, let's continue on with Mental Mary. Let's make Mary cry.
So, just so we're all perfectly clear, Adonis Paul is
Hey, Mary.
justifying last night's stream using my little brother because I said that I was going to go to San Francisco and protest predatory, abusive channels here on YouTube.
And why didn't you do that? I thought you were going to do that next week.
He sees that as a direct threat to his livelihood.
No, he doesn't. He knows you're not going to do shit. He knows that it's not going to change anything. He knows it's not going to change anything because, again, after the Nasing Agdam incident, security has been beefed up at YouTube headquarters. So, again, Mary, you're not going to do shit. You're not going to do anything. You can't even afford to go. You can't even afford a train ticket because you basically waste all the money from all the money you earn from donations on weed. So yeah. Nice try, bitch. Nice fucking try. No one believes you. No one will ever believe you. Maybe James, but the only reason why James is defending you is to use you as a way to get back at AP because AP pointed out the fact that he's a stalker. And he's been stalking a woman for like 7 years. And now he has a new victim. A nurse. So again, and let's not forget that James Robert Clark III is also a predator since he stalks underage girls on Instagram. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget how he keeps saying that he gets boners from 15-year-old gymnasts. I don't know if he does get boners from that or he's probably trolling us, but it wouldn't surprise me. Not to mention, he's on an FBI watch list. Can't say what for, but it could mean. I can't say what for, but he did claim to be a neo-Nazi. He was part of the neo-Nazi move. Well, he wasn't really part of it. He was LARPing as a neo-Nazi. But his JRC3 fascist Clark at Gmail. Remember that?
And needed to attack my disabled, deceased brother to prove that he's not a predatory, abusive person. Because that completely makes sense.
Yep, she is.
Maybe if you weren't being the way you were being, you wouldn't have to be so afraid of a single person protesting.
They're not going to make a difference. They're going to tell you, you know what? You know what is going to happen if you ever do go to the YouTube headquarters? Security's going to ask you to leave, or they're going to haul you off because they think you're going to do something dangerous, which I doubt it. You're not going to do shit. You're not going to make a difference. I don't know where you're getting this idea that going to the headquarters of YouTube is going to change anything. It's not going to change a damn thing. It's absolutely not going to change a damn thing because, again, Mary, we know that you're bullshitting. We know that you're not going to do shit. We know that you're just inventing new reasons to be afraid. And you're just trying so hard to garner some form of attention. And you think that threatening to go to YouTube headquarters to demand them to deplatform AP is going to change a damn thing. All because you saw the court case, the Alex Jones court case, and thought that it could happen to AP. No. No. Nope, he didn't lie about you. He never lied about you. And Kathy never lied about you. You're a bullshitting, lying con artist. And you're upset that you're not getting any money from strangers. Because that's basically who you're trying to appeal to, is strangers who don't know the full story. And I would say that half of your audience are from Ernie Shell's community. Because again, Ernie Shell has, I wouldn't say he has a hate boner for Adonis Paul, but Ernie Shell probably Ernie Shell's simps, Ernie Shell's people are simping for you. Well, half of them, because most of those simps are also Latiti simps. So yeah, Mary. And no, I'm not spanking my monkey. I'm not James. But don't worry, we'll get to him later.
Completely destroying your life. Also, would it
you can't even keep consistent with your stories.
YouTube anymore, to be deplatformed, where you could no longer hurt people? Because you're hurting people. You don't believe you're hurting people. Alex Jones didn't believe he was hurting people.
The difference is, he's not, Adonis Paul isn't going around making these fake ass conspiracy theories about Sandy Hook. You are not a victim of Sandy Hook. You can't even have kids. You said so yourself. Adonis Paul is not Alex Jones. Let me say that again. Adonis Paul is not Alex Jones. He's not even Daddy 05. Adonis Paul is Adonis Paul. He is a prophet of Cornholio. And no man can see his own bunghole. He's trying to prepare, Adonis Paul is trying to prepare for the new Cornholio. Because once his time is done on this plane of existence, he will pass on the reign, he will pass on the torch, he will pass the torch on to another.
You are hurting people. That's why I want you deplatformed. It's not,
by the way,
not because I want to hurt you. It's not because I want you to be home.
All right, there's a little secret. Other people, none of my business. Stop watching these people that you feel hurt by. Charlotte Esther says, finally, at least. Charlotte Astor says, no, Mary, he doesn't worry about you going to San Francisco. Mary, they are having a giggle about it. Yes, that's what people are doing. They're laughing at your stupidity, Mary. No one is worried about your protest. Do you consider, though, that you must provide evidence for what you are claiming? Exactly. Do you have any evidence that Adonis Paul is trying to kill you? Do you have any evidence that Adonis Paul is threatening your life? No? Then your words don't mean shit. And yeah, YouTube is a side project for him. You're using hard words by describing another a content creator, as an abusive predator. Do you have any support on this? Well, maybe James Clark would support it, but that's because James Clark is weaponizing Adrasdia. But then again, right now, James Clark is not doing jack shit since Adonis Paul scared him off with his cartoon. Exactly. Do you think? And winter quilting is starting to come around. Nothing you can do will alter YouTube's ability to host these people. These people make a few dollars in ad revenue. I don't like the. Yeah, he is funny as hell. Oh, god damn it. Winter's. Never mind.
Homeless or starve. It's because you are literally hurting
Never mind.
people. You cause them
No.
emotional distress intentionally for profits.
Look, AP does his shit.
And it's wrong.
AP
and
is a.
somebody has to speak up about it. And I got nothing left to do.
Yeah, Mary, you're not going to do jack shit. So go ahead. Continue screaming.
Do you remember the Daddy of Five situation?
I do. I saw Medicare's video. It was a big controversial thing.
Where this family was ritually abusing their children and posting it to YouTube for views.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Of days. Yes! Oh, man. Number of days the nurse has not contacted James or for friendship or otherwise. 137. Oh, man. Ryan Scott said, "This is what scoring looks like, James. I'm not telling you to help him believe it or not. 7 years or 137 days. Go have conversations with real." I'm sorry, James. James, you face it, James. You're never gonna score. Face it, James. Face it, Jimmy No Mates. You are never gonna score. Are never gonna score. Get a clue. Stop terrorizing women. You would all. Well, no. When that person wants nothing to do with you. It goes to show that you're never going to score, James. You're never going to score. Ha 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 ha.
And posting it to YouTube for views and people.
You're never going to score, James.
At one point, they made a video.
It's just a prank, bro.
Explaining why they didn't really mess with their younger daughter as much as they messed with the younger son. And the reason, and again, was because the daughter didn't react. It wasn't funny. She didn't care anymore about it.
Now you're comparing yourself to Cody?
Did to her. She had grown, I guess, to their antics that were meant to cause her emotional distress. and shut herself off emotionally, so she was no longer able to react the way that they needed her to react for their show. So they moved on to the most reactive child, Cody. And you can constantly hear them belittling him and making it feel like it's his fault. He deserves this because this is how he acts when we do this. It's funny. It's just a prank. He's the only one being a little asshole. That's a real quote. The mother said he was the only one in the house that had to be an asshole about it.
Stepmother, by the way. It's a stepmother, by the way.
Essentially, it was it was an abusive family, openly abusing their children. One child in particular, emotionally, physically, they would have the children fight each other. And there were a lot of people online encouraging it, thinking it was funny. This is entertainment. This is a damn good show.
No, they weren't. No, they fucking weren't, you dumb bitch. If anything, they were appalled by how they mistreated the boy. What AP is doing is nothing compared to what happened to Cody. So, again, stop using other people as... Stop comparing yourself to other victims of abuse. You're just trying to find another story to steal from. You're just trying to take another story and pass it off as your own. Because again, you have no real arguments. What's next? Are you going to start comparing yourself to Britney Spears and what she went through last year with her dad?
And it was literally abuse. The things that they do to me.
Oh, God damn it.
They do it for the same reason. And they say, well, it's because you react to it.
Well, yes. It's true. You do react to this shit. You do react to everything they say. Why? Because you're a weak little bitch. You're a coward. And you're a narcissist. And you're a malignant narcissist. I mean, come on. Now you're comparing yourself to Cody, that little boy that was a victim of Daddy 05? Ugh, God damn it, Mary. Ugh. Fuck you. This is why nobody likes you, Mary. This is why nobody is going to take you seriously. The fact that you are comparing your pain to other people goes to show how very little you care for other victims. You just want to use people as shields. You're trying to use this little boy, Cody, as another one of your meat shields. Kind of like how you're using your brother. And it wouldn't fucking surprise me if you were using Letitia as a meat shield. Because again, you obviously have no real arguments.
Yes, I'm a human being.
Yeah, fuck. No, you're not.
Fundraisers to desecrate my little brother's grave.
It wasn't a fundraiser, Mary. We've been over this. We've been over this, Mary. It was not a fundraiser to desecrate your brother's grave. It wasn't even a real fundraiser.
I'm going to react.
Yeah, fuck off, Mary.
Because I'm human and this hurts me.
Fuck off. Fuck off with that shit. Oh my God, Mary. You are so brain dead. I'm surprised you even went to special. I'm surprised you ever went to a special school.
It does not mean I deserve it. Cody didn't deserve to be abused.
You're not Cody, Mary. You're not a little boy.
Just because he reacted to it. Nobody
Well, then again, you look like a little boy.
deserves
And you act like a child.
to be humiliated. Nobody deserves
You have a
to
haircut
have
of a
their
little boy.
emotions played with like a game for other people's entertainment. Nobody deserves to be abused. So when you come in my comments and you say that it's my own fault because I won't leave YouTube.
Oh.
Because I won't stop crying. Because I won't stop speaking out about what they do.
Because you won't stop screaming. Yeah. Yeah. We get it. You're trying to hype up. Yeah. You're trying to promote your book again. You're trying to promote your autobiography again. I will never stop screaming.
None of these things make it okay.
I think we've been through this, Mary.
Doing. It wasn't okay for them to abuse Cody just because he reacted. It's not okay for you to abuse me just because I react. And I know you'll say, but he was a child. I'm a mentally unstable woman.
And whose fault is that? It's not Adonis Paul that you're... It's not Adonis Paul's fault that you're mentally unstable. It's your grandmother's fault for spoiling you. Your grandmother created you a monster when she spoiled you rotten.
There's not that much of a difference. Especially
Yes, there is a big difference. A big, big difference. What Cody went through was real. What you're going through is fake. You're just taking Cody's stories and trying to pass it off as your own.
Especially with the way that I've been broken down over the past 2 years, not to mention the 5 years of homelessness before all of this began.
Oh, God damn it. Here we go again. You, Mary, do I have to remind you? You chose to be homeless. You chose to move out to LA to live on the streets. You chose that life. Because, again, you refuse to be an adult. You refuse to find employment. For God's sake, when you were living in Florida, when you were still living in Florida, you set up a fundraiser to take care of you after your grandmother passed away. Because, again, you want people to spoil you like the way you want people to spoil you the way your grandmother spoiled you. Fuck off. And let's not forget, you were abusing your grandmother, emotionally blackmailing her by harming yourself. And Aunt Kathy can attest to that. And Aunt Kathy has proven, and Aunt Kathy can attest to that you were cutting yourself so that grandma, in front of Aunt Kathy's kids and grandkids. So yeah, you were pretty much holding your family hostage for your benefit. So yeah. And you try to act like Adonis Paul's holding you hostage? No. No. This is all your fault. All this shit that's going on, it's your own damn fault. For every stupid, evil, and illegal activity you do on here, it's going to be reciprocated back to you. All what we're doing is following suit. We're just refuting your arguments. Because again, you're a liar.
You have no idea what point I'm actually at mentally.
I can tell.
And you don't care because it's making you money. And one day somebody that matters is going
Oh, come on. Oh, here she is trying to say, someday someone's gonna stop you. she's hoping, much like with Letitia, she hopes that Adonis Paul's going to get his karma. It's not going to happen, but bitch. It's not going to happen, lady. It's not going to happen. And she wants someone to come and save her. Come and, yes. If you've watched Mayo, if you watched the Mayo documentaries, Adonis Paul did mention that Adrastia expects other people to fight her battles for her. And he has also said that Adrastia has never done anything for herself for most of her life in LA, from when she got her from her Section 8 housing to her free medical care and weed benefits. She never worked for anything she's been given. And this translates to her online behavior, where she is screaming and crying, hoping that some knight in shining armor will come and save her from her internet bullies. She does this deliberately, hoping that she can start a movement against cyberbullying. She wants revenge against the people that call her out on her bullshit. That's what this is all about. She wants revenge.
To find these videos. And people are saying free speech. He can
It is free speech.
Say whatever he wants. Yes, he can say whatever he wants. He cannot hold a fundraiser and raise $1,500 to urinate on a disabled person's grave out of spite because his victim is saying what she wants. There is a difference between saying what you want and fundraising to desecrate a grave. But of course you don't understand that. And this is twice that this man has fundraised money to disrespect my little brother's grave. Twice. Not just once. Twice. He held fundraisers and raised money to send somebody to desecrate my handicapped brother's grave. Because I spoke words.
You're never going to stop screaming. Scream some more, Mary. It'll make me money. It'll give me content. It'll give me views. Scream. I want you to scream. It will please. It will please me. Yes, I'm doing some ASMR shit right now. I don't know why. I felt like it. Probably because it's awesome. It's relaxing right now. But if anyone's watching this, hope you get your tingles in.
Words that were true. These are not the same thing. What he is doing is not protected under free speech. And if I had any money, I could sue him and prove that.
Hey, Lock-On Strauss. It's good to see you here. Also, Poopy.
Only reason he can't be stopped is because the people he goes after are poor.
He never went after anyone. Well, actually, he covers your videos. JJ found you and showed you, and he just showed your. And after Roy said he was going to leave you alone, AP stepped in and started looking at your videos. So yeah, they were just brought to you. They were brought to him, so he doesn't go after you. The fact that you refuse to leave his name out of your mouth goes to show how desperate you are for attention And you are desperate for attention, Mary. It's written on your face. You obviously know that all this whole Adonis Paul is trying to desecrate my brother's grave. You know it's bullshit, but you don't care. You just want revenge for him taking away your simps, for him taking away your, for him exposing your grift, because we all know goddamn well you're just trying to use your brother's name as a way to get weed money. You want to get high because you're a drug addict. You're a junkie, Mary.
Alex Jones made the mistake of going after people who could afford to sue him. Adonis Paul is smart enough to go after homeless people.
Well, it's because of you. Well, Mary, I hate to disappoint you, Mary, but it's because of you Adonis Paul hates homeless people. It's because people like you and Letitia, it's because people like you and Letitia are the reason why he hates the homeless. I have no problem with homeless people. I just have a problem with you and Letitia and Lucas Werner and Gasuba. But we scared Gasuba off. And we scared James off.
Because he knows no.
And Letitia's probably going to go to jail. But she'll be back right now.
Nobody cares about them. He knows they'll never have enough money for justice. He knows nobody will ever care to help. And what they do is they choose people who can't help themselves. And then they spread lies that will cause other people to not want to help them.
Oh, God damn it, Mary.
They say that I'm a drug addict.
Well, you are a drug addict. You were, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, weren't you the one offering blowjobs for weed? Letitia did the same thing too.
They say that I'm a murderer.
You were an accessory to a murder.
They say that I'm a pedophile.
You married a pedophile.
And with these types of lies, other people that come to my channel say, well, even if she's hurting, we don't want to help her.
We don't want to help you because it's fake. You're fake, Mary. You're a fake. You're a fraud. You're a scam artist. You just don't want to admit it. You're lazy.
Because they're saying that she's a drug addict. I smoke marijuana in California.
You were willing to give blowjobs. You were willing to give $10 blowjobs for weed money.
And they're telling people I'm a drug addict.
You were willing to prostitute yourself for $10 for weed.
I have mental health.
You and Letitia were willing to prostitute yourselves for weed money.
Health issues, and they tell people that I don't, that I made them all up. They're all.
Because you don't provide proof that your mental health issues are genuine. You just, and I'm beginning to think that your grandmother taught you how to fake a mental illness because
all fictitious just because I don't want to work.
Well, you don't want to work.
I'm not capable of working because of the life that I've lived and the harassment and abuse that I've received the last 2 years has contributed to the fact that I can no longer work.
Mary, they can hire just about anybody. It doesn't matter what you did in the past. There are some places that'll just hire anybody.
I can't even trust human beings anymore. I think...
Well, that's because you can't trust human beings. Well, that's because you're not human.
Everybody is going to hurt me.
Well, because you pick fights with people in real life. Remember the bus incident? Remember when you were fighting with another homeless person while you were still living on Skid Row?
Because
I've seen your videos. I've seen the Mayo documentaries. Adonis Paul didn't lie about anything. He just used your videos, your early videos from when you were still living on the streets. And you don't think I forgot and you don't think I forgot about the time when you were crying over a Coke? You didn't think I forgot about the time you were threatening suicide all because they couldn't let you use the bathroom at a Denny's? You didn't think I forgot about the time when you were threatening to cancel your insurance? Or actually, I wouldn't say insurance, but you were trying to cancel your therapy all because they couldn't let you take a shower during lockdown? You didn't think I forget about the time when you were threatening your own life? You were threatening to kill yourself all because Steve Harvey wouldn't give you a job at his studio? You cry about the most trivial things because, again, and you threaten self-harm over something over trivial things because you think people are going to care. You think that people are going to come to your aid and solve all your problems for you.
Every day to threats that people are going to hurt me. If you look at
didn't
Adonis
forget.
Paul's channel, you can see the intimidation, the mockery, the constant judgment.
He's an entertainer, you fucking moron. He can hold front. I don't think you understand how our system works, as he says. And in the end, no one has or will be desecrating any grave. Again, you're a public figure, so ridicule is protected. It's a protected right. We put out content. We have freedom of speech to joke about you. That's right. You know damn well no one is going to do anything. The more you cry and whine, the more you get trolled. Duh. That's true. Did any of these people actually physically go to his grave and place anything there? I know what's been said, but did anyone actually do it? Or are you basing it off of what was said in AP's videos? No grave was desecrated. Stop making shit up. Yeah. And James, you're never going to score. Fuck off.
It tears a person down in their soul.
Nope, I haven't forgotten.
And the only way
I haven't forgotten the Mayo documentaries. I watch them religiously. I always have to watch the Mayo documentaries religiously. Because again, the word is gospel. Again, Adonis Paul is only just providing the information. He's only recapping in the documentaries. He's only going by your videos and the information he received from JJ Stoner and Kathy and pretty much everyone who's ever had any contact with you, including the people that worked at the church you parked that truck in front of when you were dumping your bodily waste in the dumpster behind said church. And also, he got information from the sailor who loaned you the truck to live in until you got on your feet, which you didn't. You pretty much were living in that truck until he decided to take it back from you because he finds out that you were defecating in that truck when you were shitting in a wooden salad bowl and pissing in a cup. Yep. Yep. I remember everything. I remember Mayo 1. I remember the first Mayo documentary. It is burned into my mind. I also remember when you were freaking out over trivial things, such as using the bathroom, such as taking a shower. You think because you're homeless. I mean, they don't let anyone in because, again, you have no fucking rights to anything. You are not entitled to anything. Stupid, selfish, spoiled little brat. Nothing.
I'm never gonna have justice is if I somehow become a millionaire and can sue for it, and that's never gonna happen. This is going to kill me. But it's
not killing you fast enough, Mary. So hold that pen to your neck. Pull a Cyrax on us. Oh, wait, no. No, wait, no, Mary. We know that you would be willing to self-harm. We've seen it firsthand. We've seen you threaten self-harm. We've seen you self-harm on camera. Remember when you were writing Virgie's name in your arm with a razor? Remember that shit? Pepperidge Farm remembers. And it didn't happen last year. It happened earlier this year. You didn't even write his name, get his name right. You just wrote V-I-G. You just wrote Viggy. Viggy. You've been a bad monkey. Virgie G has been a bad monkey. And he needs to spank his monkey. And speaking of spanking the monkey, we know that James likes to spank his monkey to Hatman.
going to kill me loudly and publicly at a point where everybody is going to see it.
Adonis Paul's not putting a gun to your head, Mary. Maybe in cartoon form. But not in real life, you stupid bitch.
I'm not going to go down silently.
You're not going to stop screaming.
What he's doing is not freedom of speech.
Yes, it is.
What he is doing is harassment and terrorism and abuse. It is not freedom of speech to desecrate a grave. It is not freedom of speech to desecrate a grave.
Oh my God. How I miss every time Mary would repeat herself constantly. This is another one of her tics, is that every time she doesn't have any actual arguments, she repeats herself. She did it whenever she kept falsely accusing Royce Lopez of threatening to murder her. She did it with she's been doing it with Adonis Paul. She's been doing it with Aunt Kathy. I am waiting for when she does hurt, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. She's gonna go hurt on herself.
It is not freedom of speech to physically desecrate a grave.
Hurt, Mary. Hurt. Hurt yourself. Punch yourself in the face, Mary. Do it. I have 500 subscribers. I can influence people to tell you that you owe me money. I'm now at 500 subscribers, Mary. I will tell my followers to tell you that you owe Rickzilla money and TP for his bunghole. You must sacrifice all your TP. Give me all your TP, Mary. You will give me all your TP for my bunghole. All of it. And every week I don't get my TP, I will make a vid. I will react to your videos on stream, demanding more TP from you. Just kidding. I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna make her hurt herself again over a roll of Charmin. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going to go that far. It's you understand that it's just a joke, right? And by the way, it's a joke. Don't take that Don't take that seriously. But it'd be funny as hell to make that a thing. I mean, if I had that much power, if my love for Beavis and Butthead can can start a movement to inform JRC, James Robert Clark, that he's never going to score, imagine what would happen if I'd say that Mary owes me TP for my bunghole. Imagine the power I hold for letting people know that Mary must surrender all her TP to me.
That is not a speech. It is not a freedom. He has fundraised twice to desecrate my little brother's grave.
Yes, desecrating a grave is illegal. But again, and Adonis Paul knows that it's illegal to desecrate someone's grave. The reason why, and by the way, it wasn't really, you took it as that he was trying to desecrate your grave. Again, that's not what this title says. It's fudge for Bubba, you stupid idiot. You stupid Momo. And by the way, you know where I got that whole stupid Momo thing from? Adonis Paul. Yeah, Adonis Paul didn't say he was going to desecrate your little brother's grave. It was a fucking joke.
Once it actually happened, my own aunt, my brother's blood aunt, is the one that did it for him.
It was apple juice, you stupid bitch. And she drank it on the way home.
Who's gonna be the one that shits on my little brother's grave for you, Adonis Paul?
I don't know. Maybe we should see if we can pay Amber Heard to shit on your little brother's grave, but she'll just take the rap for it and go to jail for it. But again, no one's gonna go to Florida to shit on your little brother's grave. No one, Mary, because again, it's illegal, and because the title, the title didn't say anything about desecrating your little brother's grave. It says fudge for Bubba, you fucking idiot. You fucking moron. God damn it. Aunt Kathy was right. Aunt Kathy is right about you. You're not crazy. You're just dumb. Because, and not to mention, you're also self-centered. I honestly don't know how anyone could be this self-centered and narcissistic to think that they could convince everyone that they are the victim. We've seen you. We've seen how you lie about everything. Where's your proof that Adonis Paul was going to desecrate your little brother's grave? As a matter of fact, you don't even give a fuck about your little brother. You're just using him as a way to garner sympathy. You're using his name as a way to manipulate people into feeling sorry for you, and you're failing at it. You failed to use other people's pain. You want to use other people's pain as a way to hide behind some shield, because again, you want to use other people's pain to manipulate your audience to feel sorry for you, and it's failing. And you failed so many times to garner sympathy. You're a joke, Mary. You are nothing but a joke. And we're the punchline.
For you to stand back and say, well, I didn't tell them to do that. I just fundraised the money for somebody to do it.
Fire! Fire!
You literally fundraised money to urinate and shit on a disabled person's grave. You
scream! Scream!
sit around and say that you're a good person just using your freedom of speech. These are not speech-related issues. They've made it clear.
You're an idiot, Mary. You're an idiot. I said, you are allowed to do whatever you want. They are allowed to say whatever they want. That's how the world works. It's just words. Till someone comes to your house, you are not in danger. That being said, I think you are better than Letitia. Accomplishment. Well, that's true. She is. But then again, we favor Letitia more. But then again, we see, because Letitia doesn't go after anybody in particular, just Jason Wallace. But but Letitia sees almost everyone as like a hive mind. Adrazia goes after particular people like Adonis Paul or Daywave Radio, because they have more viewers, they have more of a reach. Excuse me. Charlotte Asser said, the issue here, though, is Mary and I do want you to think about this. Maybe you are going to remove my comment, but I think this needs to be said. At the end of the day, all of the people that you are pointing the finger at, everybody you are criticizing and accusing of being abusers and narcissists, all of your shitty, slightly critical viewers like myself, Mr. Paul, your aunt, everybody here, to come back joyfully onto a live stream or a Zoom meeting within an hour, and all of us would have at least one person we could bring along who would support us for at least one friend. All of us would be happy to talk with each other. Apart from you, Mary. I've been in LA for almost 2 years. Actually, it's more like it's 5 years. She's been in LA for 5 years, Charlotte. But yeah. You have made no friends or even gotten to know your neighbors. Nobody's willing to take your side in real life. And this is very telling, Mary. That's true. She has no friends in real life. She has no friends online either. She only has simps who will defend her. And of course, there's James Robert Clark, who just wants to use her as a shield to hide behind. But now that we've scared him off because of the cartoon, he has no one. Until James starts shooting his mouth off about how everybody is trying to prevent him from seeing the nurse. Sheila Brown says, the world wouldn't even know about your family if you would stop talking about them. Honey, you need to get off the internet. I agree. If it upsets you so much, I seriously doubt folks are going to go to Clay County and mess up your family's graves. Your family would know if anyone messes with graves and will call the police. This is completely insane and fabricated. Nobody is after you. Nobody wants anything bad to happen to you. Stop upsetting yourself and leave the internet alone until you're better. That's never going to happen. Shiraz Jack says, nobody cares if you live or die. They certainly don't care about your attention-seeking drama. True. Mr. Smith says, why don't you take a break from the internet? Not even a long break, like 2 days. I'm not mocking you. I'm offering a point of view based on experience. There is saying what others eat can't make me shit. I don't know, Mr. Smith. She's here to stay. She's in it to win. She wants to win so bad. That's what this is all about. That's what all this is about. Is she wants to win an argument so fucking bad.
That my speaking out about what they do to me will cause them to attack my brother.
Aye.
I'm not going to stop speaking out.
You're never going to stop screaming?
I'm simply going to continue making it known that these people are predatory abusers and they should be deplatformed.
Jeez. Nope. Never gonna happen, Mary.
Threats of
It's never gonna happen.
speaking about us or we'll hurt your brother.
We didn't say that. No one said that they're gonna kill your brother. I mean, your brother's already dead, but no one's gonna desecrate your brother's grave. And no one's gonna kill you. You're just trying to invent new drama so that you could get attention. Because this is, at the end of the day, all this is just for attention. And you're getting it. Just not the attention that you wanted. You just wanted people to feel sorry for you. Because again, you cannot, for the life of you, do anything for yourself. You never want to do anything. You expect other people to come and save you from the internet. If that's the case, then you should just get the fuck off the internet. Touch grass. I don't know. Do something. We were fine when you were minding your own business. We were fine when you decided to take up knitting. You should have stuck to knitting. You should have. Nobody bothered you when you were talking about knitting shit. Nobody bothered you when you were singing. Well, you suck at singing, but nobody bothered you then. Nobody bothered you when you were playing shitty Mario emulators on your phone. We were busy trying to get Letitia put in jail. We were busy trying to take the baby away from Letitia because she is an awful person. She is pure evil. She is, because Letitia has threatened to murder not only herself, but her unborn child. She attempted suicide on a live stream by overdosing on Tylenol.
Only prove exactly how abusive
Holy shit, 3 hours.
the situation is. I should be allowed to speak out about things that are happening to me without fear of my family being attacked. I can't. Because the people who are attacking me are the type of people who will attack your family if you speak up about it.
Yeah, we saw that with Robin.
It's not okay.
It's not okay. It's not a joke.
It's not going to stop me.
You're not going to stop
Because
screaming?
The only family I actually have is dead. And it hurts me that you attack their graves.
Fuck off.
But it would hurt
Eat
me
ass,
more
Mary.
to be silent and allow other people to continue being abused and preyed upon by you. Because I was afraid of my family's graves being desecrated repeatedly. I'm much, much more afraid of the human souls you people are desecrating.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Mary.
Deplatforming predators.
Suck my ass, you fat
Is
Momo.
not
Oh, wait, no,
to
sorry.
hurt you.
Wrong person.
Deplatforming predators is to help everybody
It's my
that
ass.
you might think to victimize. And I know you don't believe you're hurting people.
Well,
I'm
we're not.
telling you, you're hurting people. You've hurt me. And I'm a person
Are you?
that's hurting people.
Are you a person, Mary?
And I'll use my last breath to make sure that I may not be the last person that you hurt, but I will be part of the reason it stops. You can count on that.
Good luck with
I won't
that.
be the last person you hurt. You're going to be hurting a lot of people for a long time, but I'm going to be part of the group that brings you down in the end.
Oh, I just caught a creep while I was creeping.
Oh, yeah. Maybe next time.
So I got interesting. So I got interesting news on the health front. The other day. So Hatman went real.
Yep. We're going there. We're just going to end it off with James. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're going to end off with a classic James video. And by the way, Mary has no empathy, so show her none in return. Hey, by the way, James, you're never going to score. It's just not going to happen.
Quick with that one. Okay, so apparently somebody slashed my tire. I don't exactly...
Oh, my God. I'm taking a trip down memory lane with this bitch.
Know who, but I do know that the Daywave crew and Hatman have sent local people, local operatives of theirs, over my apartment to video where I live and to knock on my door and run away like little sissies.
Hey, you're never. Hey, James. Oh wait, no, this is I'm pretty sure, James, if you're watching this, you're never gonna score. Speaking of which. All right, let me take a look at what JRC3 is. Bear with me. Bear fucking with me. JRC3. James Robert Clark. My name is JRC. Okay. Nope. Practice karate today. Log on YouTube and see. Nobody gives a fuck about. Well, I nurse that I stuck now. Eliana sold me out. I'm just going to go to your community tab because, again, good night to the sweetest girl in nursing, healthcare, and healthcare. Wish I could. Hold on. Is that a kid? Holy fuck, is that a child? Hold on. Good night to the sweetest girl in nursing and healthcare. You clearly are the cutest, sweetest, and most caring girl I've ever had the pleasure of conversing with in a long while. Let's make this happen. I really think you'd enjoy spending the day with me in a sweltering heat surrounded by livestock. Oh wait, I mean, we'll get some good food, share some good conversations, see some really cute animals, all on me if you want. James, read the fucking room, you fucking creep. Read the goddamn room. The nurse doesn't want anything to do with you. And someone was trying to reach out to the nurse. Fuck. I mean, leave that nurse alone. She has nothing to do with this. So James says, how they try to get their victims to react. The claim to be arbiters of morality, when in reality they stalk, harass, and torment women. They threaten to murder people and stalk and harass and intimidate people into abandoning their victims to isolate them. All Good Vibes said was, you sound really creepy talking about that young lady. Can you please stop? Thank you. Oh, fucking. Oh, God damn it, James. Mary kicks butt, takes Dave simply by being a good person and refusing to let these people drag her down. You know what? I'm just going to end it off with just reading James's community tabs. I mean, oh my God. You know what? I'm not going to even bother watching James's. I'm not even going to bother watching the Tardanomicon. I'm just going to end it off by watching James, just reading off his shit. Because again, it's fucking hilarious. Mary kicks butt. Oh my God, James. Do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself when you type this shit out? Do you read do you even read your own community tabs? Oh my God, this is not something a 39-year-old man would say. These trolls clearly suck at life and general knowledge. Zeus Helios says, so you enjoy a story about fraternized, fratricide and incest. Why am I not surprised? I'm not going to look at that. I don't give a fuck about Kamala or AOC. The levels that these terrorists go in order to torment and victimize this woman are truly disgusting. And she knows, and she shows her strength by standing firm against their false accusations and calling out their crap. And that's why I continue to say that Mary is kicking ass and taking names like a champ. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I cannot take James seriously whenever he says this shit. I'm sorry. How can you take this guy seriously? I mean, how can anyone take him seriously? I'm probably just going to take this shit off. You're never going to score, James. Okay, here's what he says. When people that stalk and harass people all day, every day, attempt to tell me what normal behavior is and lecture me on terrorizing women in the comments section of a woman's videos, whom they're actively terrorizing, it makes me truly happy that I set my own standards of normalcy and hold high standards for the woman I prefer. And the best part is that the woman is incorruptible. You'll never turn her against me because she's a sweet, innocent, caring person motivated by a desire to help others and not a narcissistic piece of ghetto trash masquerading as a math professor like the other one. Are you talking about Eliana? Seriously, this comment comes from a video where this person, along with others, is terrorizing a mentally ill woman. James, I'll give it a week or two. Maybe if a girl does not reach out by that time, either she's not interested or she's out of your league. This is not normal behavior, and you've managed to scare this one just like the last. Get a clue and stop terrorizing these women. You would almost be normal if not for this ridiculous behavior. Wake up. Yes, James, you're never going to score. It's just not going to happen. You're going to die alone, James. See, I'm just reading your stupid bullshit. Mary, you will never score. Number one, the young lady that I desire is well within my league. Number two, she's extremely enthusiastic about seeing me. Unfortunately, she looked me up online. Number three, why does it matter to anyone who I prefer to desire contact with? Frankly, this speaks volume regarding your own inadequacy as human beings. It's a little creepy that this dude has kept track of the day since I met that fantastic girl, and I actually haven't, which kind of sheds light on the fact that they're stalking me. If the young lady I'm fond of doesn't contact me, she doesn't contact me. I have no desire to go trolling for booty like some sort of manosphere reject just to lower myself to the standards others think that I should. James, you have no standards. You have no standards at all, you fucking creep. You're a stalker. Not to mention you're extremely possessive. Remember Galena? I mean, yeah, Galena was a catfish, but remember when you said that she needs to obey you? She needs to get to you? You were being, and you barely even knew that. You barely even knew Galina. You only knew her for a week, and you have only been in had two conversations with her. And already you were planning a future with her after two conversations. Mary rightly calls out for the deplatforming of And again, James, you're pathetic. This pathetic simping for a murderer. Well, I wouldn't. And you're simping for a woman who is an accessory to a murder case back in 2009. Mary continues to kick ass and take names by calling out the hypocrisy of those that persecute, stalk, harass, belittle, and attempt to intimidate her. She's extremely talented in calling things that what they are. James. I'm sorry. Every time James says Mary's kicking ass and taking names, I just can't take him seriously every time. Because again, this is not something a 39-year-old man, a man who's nearing 40 would say. This is the behavior akin to that of a 13-year-old boy. And that's what you are, James. You're a 13-year-old boy trapped in a grown man's body. I adore the sweetest girl in nursing and healthcare. Creepy. You are by far one of the creepiest idiots I've ever seen. What the fuck is that? It looks like dog shit. It looks like cat shit. It looks like cat diarrhea. Nope. Maybe. James. Mary's kicking ass and taking names, calling out blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Nap time, time to reflect on the sweetest girl in healthcare. Still creepy. Blah, 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 blah. James. Blah, blah, blah. Fun summer stuff. Kicking ass, taking names, fuck off. Eat ass. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. You're never going to score. This is the kind of harassment these people are putting this woman through, threatening to deface and disable her. Nobody's doing that. Anyway, that's going to probably do it for tonight. James Robert Clark III, if you're watching this, you're never going to score. You're never going to amount to anything. Mary, you're never going to get justice because it's not going to happen. You're never going to convince YouTube to deplatform Adonis Paul or any other late night talk show host. You're never going to find any solace in trying to destroy others. And Letiti, you're never going to keep that kid. You're never going to get your daughter back. You're never going to get anything you want. Neither of you people are going to have your way. And that's all I can leave you with. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for sticking with me throughout this 500 subscriber special. It really meant a lot to me. And hopefully I would love to do more streams, assuming my Wi-Fi doesn't shit out on me like it did earlier. But again, that's going to do it for this 500k subscriber special. Thank you for sticking out with me, and thank you for supporting me. I also want to thank Miss Moonbear for donating the $5. I also want to thank Cried Vagrant Los Tejas for subscribing, and Rose Petals for subscribing. You guys made this night special for me. And hopefully I'll come back, continue this later on down the road. And yeah, once again, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for showing up. I'm going to get off here because it's already 3 hours and I really need to take a siesta. Once again, I have to say my shit. If you like this shit, if you like what I do, please hit that like button, share this with your friends, and why not subscribe? Alternatively, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram. You can follow me on social media. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram. I don't know if I have the links in the description since I had to re-upload because, again, internet problems. But again, it's in my about section on my channel. But you get the idea. If you want to still donate to me, again, the pinned comment has the links to donate to me. If you want to give me a few dollars to help out my channel and piss off Adrazia because she doesn't like it when people make money off her, that's up to you. You can give me money anytime you want. You're the boss here. And but if you can't give me money, you can also support me by liking the stream, subscribing to my channel, and we will be getting ready for new shit in the near future. Hopefully soon. But whenever I feel like it. Just whenever I feel like it, you can get, because like a certain gorilla I know, my schedule is like the wind. My schedule is like the wind. You can watch my show whenever you want. Just click the bell notification and the live will come to you. You're the boss. I'm just a humble servant. Anyways, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for showing up. That being said, I'm Rickzilla, and I shall see you guys in the near future. So peace out. Peace out, folks.